It's okay. Off your mind, it's okay. Off your mind,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Thank you. Share these broadcasts. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. I'm talking about the Buharians, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Denotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ngoziaris, the Nneka Aris, the sophisticated morons and the humbled slaves of this world. And don't forget their uncles and aunties abroad, the Abroadian Buhari idiots, the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, the crump eaters, crump chasers, ass lickers, all risers. Please tag them.
Lórí Facebook, and yes, we like you. Lórí YouTube, and yes, we like you. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́,
I will talk. I will talk. I will talk. If you are friends with the mechanites, after telling you about the Agbadomites, the mechanites, the articulated morons, the articulated mugus, tag them. They call them the Mechano boys. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. I have missed you. I have missed the congregation. I have missed our service. But this is due to some family, pressing family, need. Agbeke is not so fine and well. So which means I have to like fill in and take care of her and take care of the kids as well. So yeah, it's kind of, it's worth it, by the way. But good enough, she felt a little bit better today. And she could probably just look after Yewande very well. So, and the Robodinho that I have been seeing on social media since yesterday. In fact, it all started from midnight today, and it started with this tweet. Okay, no, hang on, there is another one. Anyway, where is that again? I think it's this or this. There's just so many. Okay, those are the interpretation. We'll come back to them. It started with a tweet from Yoruba Facts. Now, there is a Twitter handle, right? Which is an American media sort of, with over 13 million followers. They woke up in the middle of the night and they started the fire that has now ignited, burned down the entire Nigeria Twitter space. And in fact, it's also kind of transcending or transiting to the physical as well. What is the Robodinho? This Twitter handle tweeted that Kolu, the story that you all kind of know anyway. So in an indirect message to say Kolu, Nigeria is about to have a president who is a convicted drug baron, heroin trafficker. Ha! That's what prompted. So immediately the Obidients saw that. They amplified it since morning. We have not been able to quench the fire. I'll take you through that. Some people are asking some dumb questions. Others are saying some dumb things. But on this program, I am going to probably help you to understand what you are about to enter. Yeah, it may not be your choice. And those who are fighting to like, we no go agree, and they are doing so non-stop, maybe you understand what they have seen and trying to avoid. By and large, I would rather tell you to get set for what is coming. It is bigger than what you have ever seen in Nigeria now. I'll try my best without having to mess up with your mental health, without having to scare you to death. But what is really coming is worrisome. So that would be that part. There are other segments in this broadcast that we're going to also touch tonight. They are going to be interesting. They're going to be fun. It's going to kind of get a little bit emotional. Then it is mostly going to be educational, informative. So share the broadcast. invite all those you have to invite, and then tell them that Maiyegun today. Now, let's get started from where the whole thing started. Escobats. Kolu the Escobats. Now, what people are now saying is that Jesus, the world knows. Of course, the world knows. Chimamanda Adichie, she sent a letter to the president of the United States just a few days ago. That letter rattled Tinubu's people so much that they have now threatened her too with an arrest. That a letter is enough to get her arrested for sedition as well as a treason. In fact, the heat is so much that right now, the APC, that is left, the only thing that is left, or the people that are left in APC, they are now those who are now kind of making APC Yoruba party. You know what they call them? Yoruba APC. They are the ones in charge now. So the others from outside the Yoruba land, they have stayed away. So anything you say against Tinubu now, even though he wants to be president of Nigeria, whatever you say against him now is going to be considered as an attack on the Yoruba people. I thought I should say that before we get fully into this. Remember that APC divided Nigeria. APC destroyed Nigeria. APC bankrupted Nigeria. APC impoverished Nigeria. APC legalized corruption in Nigeria. APC, they legalized terrorism in Nigeria. All of these are their track records. Nobody should touch them, not even with the longest of the longest pole. So they had to force their way in. Now, forcing their way in, like a state capture, the real fascist states. What they are now, before, when you are criticizing APC, everybody, all of those Lagos Abobakuzo, Kaduna Kano Almajiri, all those Buhari Danes, Buhari deterrents, the Buhari idiots, generally, they will come from everywhere, okay, just to come and defend nonsense. But as Bokuwari is winding up, as the whole charade is coming to an end, the entire what is left in APC, Egbekegbe, is now becoming Yoruba APC, just like Lagos Yoruba APC. Egbekegbe, whatever they have done in Lagos, okay, is never the representation of the rest of Yorubas. In fact, you know something? Lagos has now become a blight on the rest of Yorubas simply because of the fascist system of politics that Tinubu practices. If you don't belong to their camp, you are declared an enemy. And to make you look worthy as an enemy, they will just have to say you are an Igbo, even if you are a Yoruba. Do you understand that? That's the level of fascism. Now, what they are now turning that APC, Egbekegbe, to is exactly what they have done in Lagos, okay, with Lagos money. Now that they want to capture Nigeria, so that is about to be extended by extending the propaganda that further divide Nigerians, and it's going to now be, if you attack or criticize Tinubu, you are attacking Yoruba. Unfortunately for them, they are alone. The rest of the Yorubas are not with them. Even though the propaganda may be sounding like it's working, it is not. Are you listening? It is not. And that is exactly where their failure lies. So they'll tell you, listen, they'll tell you. Whether you like it or not is going to be sworn in. Some of you don't understand this narrative of you can pretend to have won the war, even when you haven't. But lost the battle. The war is what they declared on the rest of Nigeria, everyone, for the past 8 years. They have murdered Nigerians. They have massacred them. Genocide have been carried out under these criminals in the last 8 years. People have been slaughtered like it's nothing in the last 8 years. So people rejected them. Nobody should ever want to touch them. Touch APC. Egbe. So now, if you dare say anything, okay, it is going to be, oh, you are attacking Yoruba. Oh, you are doing this because you hate Yorubas. But that is also a destructive path that they are about to thread. And people are going to help them save journey in that path until they will realize that they are actually alone very soon. So what happened? The wahala started like this. And it's because the Uber fact, they call themselves so. They woke up and they said, in 1993, Bola Ahmed Tinubu surrendered $460,000 to the US government after a Chicago court found the income came from heroin trafficking. So they just munched a little bit of, you know what I mean? And then they left it. That was when the Obidients woke up. In the last 20 hours, this tweet has reached over 180 million people all over the world. On the Uber fact alone, their own alone, tweeted to their American audience after Chimamanda's letter that further kind of pointed to this. Okay? And this also is before the Supreme Court of Nigeria. So this is why they are saying that their judiciary is being put on test, is being put on trial because of this election. Okay? And that's why they want all the cases withdrawn in 7 days. They have just 7 days now to respond. They haven't. 7 days. This also is this. This is just like to say, if Nigeria judiciary, Supreme Court, coming across all this evidence, okay, would they then go ahead after all the rigging and all of what happened, including this, would they go ahead and say it's all nothing? A drug baron, drug dealer can go ahead and be president of Nigeria. Okay, if that should be the case, then Nigerians, whether you support them, whether you are not supporting them, it doesn't really matter anymore, okay? The moment they sworn him in, you should all brace up for the storm. It's called shit storm. Now, when the Obidients saw this, it didn't take long. They escalated it. Now, if you go under this, right, you will see the reactions of Nigerians. Here you get now. You see their reactions. Some were expressing shock. Others were like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, are you guys actually acting serious? Like you are surprised that this is actually in the open. And why are you doing this? And why are you trying to no. Are you that dumb to know that this has been in public for years? All you have to do is to go to the court document online. Everything is there. All the people that practice, that traded heroin with Kolu, all those who traded heroin with him in America and other white powder and all that, they were jailed. He escaped jail because he was in Nigeria contesting to be senator in 1993. Yes, that is why he didn't go to jail. Others went to jail. But when they finally said, okay, how can, that's when they found that he had $4 million in one account. Somebody where they work, they collect $2,400 every month. He has no business, no other means of income. So you get just work, $2,400 a month. And he has over 4 million. So they traced everything. His fellow drug dealers, they were convicted in America. They were jailed though for drug trafficking. Okay. So people started reacting like, oh, more, Nigeria is done for. Now Nigeria is a narco state. All those who have a contract with some companies outside Nigeria, all those ones you can do like remotely, they are now terminating them. Sure, you get. Now you are going to be sued. Like, these are the reactions. Let's go with them. So this one was like the well-meaning Nigerians never voted for Bola Tinubu. Dear non-Nigerians, let it be noted that we, the citizens of Nigeria, never voted for drug baron. See? So they took it over 150 to 80 million people, and it keeps growing every minute. And some people are pretending that, oh my God, so it's true. So that drug dealer is going to become their president in Nigeria. Wow. Do you get that? So whether you are a professional or not, it doesn't matter. Here you get. So when the Obidients escalated this, as expected, the blackmailing started. So they put this up. They said, these are the people who helped Tinubu to propagate all of the lies, the propaganda and everything that eventually brought they call them courage under fire. These are the people that that are paid. They have access to government resources to target people, to profile people. Okay? So they now said, for Food Kayode, put this out to say these are the people who have been sharing fake news, divisive story, rhetorics that are causing, death. People are being killed. Even their DSS are hunting people down. All that madness going on right now. They put all the face on the poster and they call them the face of Tinubu. But under this, they say, Agbado is global now. What an international disgrace. And that one said, ouch. Might be your most commented and viral post of the year. This probably only came out because of Chimamanda's letter. I say again, if you voted Tinubu, you will get what you deserve. The mandate of the people has been stolen. So many people are reacting like Elmo. Now, the media in America are now feeding on this. Radio, all over Europe now, like it's now becoming an hot cake. So as the day close, as this, gets closer and closer, okay. So it is coming back to that. The propaganda is not going to save Tinubu. So they are now switching to something I need to tell you. It is called blackmail. Emotional blackmail. Remember their word of fascism. And there is also something I also need to quickly add before we proceed, okay? The older generation, especially the people who are 50 years and above, they don't understand what has actually changed in Nigeria. And because they don't understand, they are fighting it back wrongly. Now, listen to this very well. Oh. There is already a paradigm shift in the political space of Nigeria. And this is because they said Nigeria population shows that over 60% of the entire 220 million people, plus or minus, they said over 60% of them, they are between the ages of 1 and 35. Now, 1 and 35, this is the active youth age. You know that. Because of the failure of APC, this huge demography that these elders, all of you leaders, elders who are watching me, the demography you have ignored for so long, and they have suffered for too long. Now they control the majority of Nigeria right now. Okay, they have that bigger fraction of that demography of young people. Only tiny bit of them have now become politically conscious. Do you get what I'm saying? They now know that lack of electricity is not because of God punishment. Lack of good roads, lack of a good standard of living, lack of security, lack of all the good things of life that they now have access to read and see their counterparts, their mates abroad, accessing them like they are nothing. Now they know that it is not because they are sinners. It is not because they have done anything wrong. They now know that it is because of bad leadership. A little portion. Here you get. It's not even all of them. 60%, listen to this. 60% of 200 million is how much? Should be somewhere around 130 million to 140 million. Now, if you have a population of 140 million young people versus the older ones, all of you who are claiming to have wisdom, to be intelligent, that you are telling them that they have no respect to. I'm trying to make you understand the genesis of why they have no respect, and there is nothing you can do about it. Every day, their consciousness is waking up, and they are now asking questions. And it's only small portion that have woken up, or that you are calling obedient to. Small. It's like having just maybe 5% or 10%. So you get 5% of that population waking up and now pushing. Now let me re-explain that to you. You have a population of 200 million. About 140 million of them, they are between the ages of 1 and 35. Now they are no longer believing most of what their parents told them anymore, because they have realized that even their parents were deceived, and their parents are deceiving them too. A lot of them are now asking questions that their own parents didn't ask. You can't deceive them with religion. You can't deceive them with tribe. You can't use propaganda, to mess up with their head. And that is the mistake some of you are making. The old order, they still believe in using propaganda. Fear. You get that? Fear mongering. You better watch your back. You better don't let them, if they arrest you, they will kill you. Ask fella. They throw fella mama through window. Fella mama, that woman that fought for democracy, they threw her out the window. She died from the injury. Fella that was singing for justice, they jailed him, they beat him up. You can't fight government. These are the mentality of their parents. Now they are now saying that they are not fighting government. Okay? It is the government, the people in that government fighting them for asking for something better. So using fear mongering, religion, is not working on them. And that is what some of you old people are not paying attention to. So that is why you are now trying to label them. Here you get, they are more educated than their parents. They are more informed than their parents. They are more informed than the generation of 50 years old. Did you know that? We are more informed than you. A lot of you are carrying paper certificates, PhD this, doctor that. When you open your vocal cavity, the nonsense that come out of your mouth are putting a lot of us in bewilderment. Young people to say, how could you say that? I mean, I thought this man, they said this man is they said this man is a graduate. I thought they said this man is a rich man. How did he even make his money? With this kind of brain, with this kind of thinking, how did he make money? The people are beginning to realize that Nigeria is indeed corrupt. Now, the corruption of Nigeria, it's not just about people stealing money or you finding your way. The young people are beginning to understand the consequences of the corruption now. They have watched their own mates killed by the government. All of you that are using people that stood up against oppression in Nigeria, when most of you are running away, you are using those who were victims then as example to warn your own young children from standing up. Meanwhile, their future is at stake. Oh, it's their future we are talking about. Oh, yeah. You are using the people that government killed, jailed, or destroyed when you were younger too, as an example why young people shouldn't stand up. You are using that to discourage them. They are now telling you that they killed my friend, they killed my brother, they killed my sister, SARS killed this, they kidnapped my this. These young people are now having stories that are no longer folklores. They are no longer stories told them. This is their own story now. Do you see where you are missing it, old people? You can call us names. Gone are the days when you will be telling young people to think about their future when they are asking their government questions. Yeah? They will just kill you. See, they just kill people like that. They know now. When you told them to go and join politics if they don't like the way Nigeria is being run, they heard you. Because they put 1 and 2 together. They realize that they are more than you, the old people. They are more than you. It is the coordination that is just not there yet. The one they have done so far has put a lot of you on earth shackle. You may not confess to it, and that is why blackmailing is next. I just want you to know this missing part. When you talk down on them and they talk back, when you threaten them with anything and they fight back, this is just to tell you that they know more than you. They know more than that fear. And it's only a fraction of them that have woken up. Not even half of them. When I say 5%, do you get what I mean? You have over 140 million young people that are now wallowing. Some of them, or majority of them, now wallowing in unemployment. In what? Miseducation, poor education, unemployment, poverty. They are now battling with poverty face to face. Some are still blaming devil, evil, blaming this, blaming that for whatever is going on in their lives. But you see that 5%, that 5% are the ones giving you this headache. And with what I have seen so far, since those of you who push them to that space, since you are not even acknowledging what you have done, talk less of taking responsibility for it, and talk less of atoning for it. You are telling them to keep quiet. You are attacking them. You are threatening them. You are jailing them. You are killing them. But every now and then, they have now learned how to tell their stories by themselves. Can you believe that? You are dealing with a generation that knows better than many of you when you were their age. I think that's a fact that some of you should probably, for now, please take it in. A lot of us are more informed than you. A lot of us are more educated than you now. When we talk about the real life issue, majority of you old people, you kept referring back to your old time, the old horrible time that didn't give you any kind of courage to at least fight for us for a period like this, so that we won't have to start taking the bullets. We won't have to start taking all of the consequences of what Nigeria has become. You can't beat people and at the same time start telling them how to cry. I hope I made myself clear on that, because that is what is going on right now. They haven't learned anything. People haven't learned anything. You older generation from 50 years and above that are still trying to label these Obidients, to label them Igbos, label them IPOB. You are still missing it. You are missing it. These people are no longer, they are not operating in that realm. They have understood that the sufferings that you, the older people, and your younger collaborators destroying Nigeria, they have realized that the consequences of what you are doing and what you have done is not limited to whether they are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Northerner, Easterner, Westerner, Christian, Muslim, tall, short, female, male. It doesn't matter to them anymore. They have seen that you are doing all of this just for your own political and power grab only, not for them. And you are missing it. You are still threatening them. You are still threatening them with death. You are still threatening them with jail. You are still trying to blackmail them with religion. And that's where you are missing it. That is where you are missing it. If you actually want to pay attention very well, it is just going to be a matter of time that you will know that the Fulanis among them, they are obedient. Hausas among them, they are obedient. Igbos, Yoruba, Ijo, Ishekiri, Nupe, Idoma, and the rest, they are members of this same thing. And if you kind of take a moment and just listen to them, you will realize that this old divisive rhetorics, this old threat and grandstanding, doubling down and telling them that DSS will do this, I just want to arrest this, it's not going to help any of you. It is going to, in fact, accelerate the implosion of Nigeria. So let's go back to their next tactic. This time, it's not going to be a bit of, it's not going to be just propaganda. Blackmail. Let us all think for once. That's what they will tell you. This whole thing is ruining Nigeria's name. All of you talking about this drug, this. I mean, election is over now. Why can't all of you just come together and support your president-elect so that the whole world can respect him? So, but if you continue to call him drug this, drug that, the whole world is going to see all of you Nigerians as drug dealers. And that's a blackmail line, from those where they shop agbado. They will tell you that you are not tolerant. You don't tolerate other people's opinion. They will tell you that you are always abusive. Can't you just express yourself without abusing people? All of these are very cheap blackmail lines. Sometimes some of you don't see it. In fact, you will think, let me start engaging them. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult you. It's just that this country, no, don't try it. Okay? They are called blackmail lines, emotional. They want you to feel that you are the one responsible for ruining Nigeria's name because Tinubu got convicted of drug trafficking in America. So you, Tinubu, that committed the crime and got convicted for it, Tinubu didn't do anything wrong. You are doing a lot wrong for talking about it. Don't you know that the rest of the world are watching? Can't you see that the rest of the world are saying? Are you not supposed to be patriotic Nigerian? Can't you just try to make sure that the whole world don't see him as a drug dealer? So it is a way to kind of make you feel guilty for rejecting a drug dealer, a drug baron as your president in Nigeria. So you then feel like, oh, it's true. Oh, and I have posted that I had a drug dealer is not my president. And I got 1,000 comments. I got 500 shares. Maybe what I did is bad though. It's true. All those Oyibo will be saying, Nigeria, don't let anybody blackmail you. Are you listening? This document is public. It has been public for years. Nigeria is a criminal, it's a crime scene. Nigeria is a place whereby all you need to survive is to be a criminal and belong to the right team. And the higher your crime, the more reward you will get. Once you are a big-time criminal, join politics in Nigeria, you are safe. Anybody talking about your crime, they are just political enemies who are jealous of you. They are jealous of your success. They are jealous of your money. Because you are a philanthropist now, you dey pay school fees for people, you dey pay hospital bill, you dey buy transformer for people on your street, you dey renovate schools, you've renovated university. You don't buy university buses for Aluta, for student union government. You are a great philanthropist. In fact, you are known for somebody who are sending people to Mecca to go and pray for Allah. You are sending people to Jerusalem. How could anybody now start talking about your crime? That you are a drug runner. What does that matter? Are you still running drug? Maybe you just want to join politics to help your people. It's not because you need money now. You have money. You have been helping people now. So all you need to do is join politics. Every crime you have committed, whether you are a kidnapper, a terrorist, a money launderer, a rapist, a fraudster, whatever you are, just join politics in Nigeria. Anybody talking about them, they are just enemy who are jealous of you. There are people who are already there in Nigeria. They are called supporters, your supporters. They will go as far as telling those who are trying to talk about your criminality that they will kill them for trying to stop their benefactor. You are their blessing. You are a blessing to them. Even if you carry cocaine, even if you destroyed lives, it doesn't matter. You are doing good now. That's what Nigeria is. Don't let anybody deceive you. Criminals are successful in Nigeria. You just need to choose where you want to be. That's it. If you can't join politics, open a church. That's another one. Because in that your church, right, the politicians will patronize you. It is called esprit de corps. As you are using religion to hoodwink the mumus that are going to believe the criminals and defend them, the politicians will also be paying you back as well. And whatever you take from your congregant, you can keep everything as long as you maintain law and order. That is what Nigeria is, unfortunately. But if you talk about it, Abba, can't you say something good about your country? At least don't let us say because of politics and destroy our country. So they are trying to make you feel guilty for talking about those vices, not because of those who have committed those wrongs, who are now called honorable, distinguished, excellencies. Do you get that? These are the people that have plastered the political space, the public space. They are the role models to the young people that they are ruining and destroying their lives. So these are not things that ruin the images of Nigeria, according to those who have become their humbled slaves. The sophisticated morons, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the Oraisasi, Aslikasi, crump chasers, crump eaters. They survive on the benevolence of the criminals and crook. But unfortunately for them, they are in the minority who exposed that. The Obidients. Give them the credit. Please give them that credit. They exposed whatever is left of the frauderia that APC Egbekegbe has further polarized, divided, and destroyed. When people destroying people, when they ruined and destroyed Nigeria for 16 years, when the people said, enough, we are done, people destroying people left, not with any fight. APC, Egbekegbe, destroyed whatever was left of Nigeria unity, destroyed whatever is left of Nigeria currency, destroyed whatever was left of Nigeria defense, destroyed whatever was left of a Nigeria economy, destroyed whatever was left of that name, Nigeria. in 8 years. People rejected them. They want to force themselves back. They couldn't even pick somebody good in their midst. That's how bad they are. Nobody, no one is so kind of better other than a drug dealer, a drug baron. Not just an accusation, a convicted one. It is a public document. When Tinubu is sworn in as your president, you can as well just feel cool, enjoy it. That what Pablo Escobar couldn't do in Colombia, in Mexico. Kalu has successfully done it in Nigeria. So when people are now saying that Judilo Masha, that judiciary is going to solve everything. Others are now telling them that sharing. Anyway, this image is not it's somebody's school project, okay? So it's not really the Judy. So people are now calling it Judy. So, they're calling it Lady Judy, Abi Judy. Anyway, in Nigeria, people know the judiciary as Judy sharing, which means the highest. Okay, hang on. Let me fix this blinking. So, which means that the highest bidder gets justice. So, when they try to blackmail you and say what you are saying is ruining Nigeria image abroad, no, they are lying. Okay, it is not ruining Nigeria image abroad. Abroad already know, and so far so good. A lot of them are already re-strategizing. Re-strategizing their what will be their dealing with Nigeria and Nigerians. All of you Nigerians who are citizens of another country, who have even if not Ghana passports, you get right now, Omo, Baba, Alaye Niel. Sure, you get even if na Togo passport you have, apart from your green, white, green, I be green passport as a Nigerian, you don't know what God is doing for you. Sure, you get now. So, which means that at least worse come to worse. Are you with me? You are not going to face what others are, people like us are going to face. So I have decided that I won't go anywhere. Glasgow, even Glasgow to Bamilaramu. Sure you get. When they check my Akose Jaye, my Akose Jaye said, if I live in Odogbolu, I will be successful. If I live in Glasgow, I will be successful. They said, if I live in Odogbolu, I will live long. And if I live in Glasgow and Scotland, I will also live long. So which means either way, I am fine. So I just decided that I will just use the first option for now. But you know what this simply means? I'll tell you something. APC, Egbekegbe, they are now trying to fight back. They have regretted that they allowed Twitter to go on. Twitter has become so powerful, too powerful. Sure, you get that. If Tinubu's government, if Tinubu doesn't get sworn in, now because of Twitter. If Tinubu, right, government, if they swear him in and his government collapse, now Twitter. If Tinubu go abroad or started avoiding some countries, even as your president, with diplomatic passport and everything, and they start avoiding some countries, now Twitter cause him. And in his own mind too, Tinubu himself said, like you can remember, on social media, except we do something, on social media, I have stopped watching or listening or reading anything from there, because every day, according to Kolu, he said every day they abuse the hell out of me. So they are now contemplating of shutting down social media, internet in Nigeria at some point. So people are beginning to see that somehow, VPN is now popping up. Okay. You remember that time when they shut down Twitter in Nigeria? They banned it, yeah? Okay. So they banned Twitter in Nigeria and people resorted into using VPN. So somebody may say something now and it may show up as California, America. Meanwhile, it's actually there at Okokomaiko. So somebody may tweet and say something right now and say Taiwan, Abi Japan. Meanwhile, it's actually right there at Agodigeti in Ibadan. So that VPN began to put everybody everywhere all over the world because they banned Twitter in Nigeria. DSS, their Daura Secret Service, that has now changed to Dokwemu Stupid Service. They have started their stupidity as well. As you are watching this video right now, instead of them to douse the tension and calm down, Shebi now then declare winner. And you say people should go to court and they are in court. You have the control of everything. The court will throw all of these things away in a matter of a few days. Abi, calm down, slow down on your divisive rhetoric, on your grandstanding. If you want to actually be in charge of Nigeria, even Bokwari didn't do like this gragra that all these Agberos from Lagos are doing. You see all this, trying to incite people and begin to label people as enemy of Yoruba people for criticizing somebody, a drug baron, that they want to force to become the president of Nigeria. See, it's going to backfire. The generation you are dealing with is not going to work on them. It may be working on their mothers and their fathers on WhatsApp. You may be cooking all those your lies and all that on WhatsApp. You see this one, immediately, listen to this. Immediately, this Yoruba, they tweeted this, and they entered them and said, hey, thank you very much for helping us to amplify this. You know what they did? Just like when the Agbado people, the Mekanite, the articulated Mugus, as well as Lagos Abobakus, when they were sharing the fake phone call of Peter Obi and Oyedepo, some of them said they were going to translate it to Hausa and Fulani for people in the north to hear what Peter Obi said. He said it's going to be this is a religious war, Abi. Now, as you are watching this video, the generation that some of you are trying to cook lies and intimidate, threaten, and all of that, they have already, in few hours, so they don't translate this to
193 Bola.
Man, Lele, you. This is German, to help other Abroadian audience to know that it is true that a drug dealer, Escobati, is about to become president of Nigeria. While it happen in German. In 1993,
Bola Ahmed Tinubu a cédé $460 000 au gouvernement américain après qu'un tribunal de Chicago ait conclu que les revenus provenaient du trafic d'héroïne. 93.
Are you hearing me? This is a generation that are saying that if you go low, they go enter canal with you. If you enter ground, then go enter ground with you. You the mad. Now our future you they talk about here. You are mortgaging our future. You they tell us say we are fascists. Now here is another one, another language. Arabic lele. This one are Arabic.
في عام 1993 سلمت بولا أحمد تينوبو $460,000 إلى الحكومة الأمريكية بعد أن وجدت محكمة في شيكاغو أن الدخل جاء من تهريب الهيروين.
You hear that part where they say suffer heroin. That's Arabic. They are helping the Yoruba fact to help them tell the word. And they are screaming, no, we did not vote for drug dealer. We did not. I'm still coming back to that blackmailing part. That's the interesting part that you need to learn. The way they want to go about it now. The propaganda is not working anymore. It seems that the propaganda, the threat and all of that, they are not enough or they are not working. These children, as they call them. This one are French.
93, Bola Ahmed Tinubu a cédé 460 000 $ au gouvernement américain après qu'un tribunal de Chicago ait conclu que les revenus provenaient du trafic d'héroïne.
Those are for the French people. We don't understand English. We don't understand German. We don't understand Arabic. They even do for Chinese too.
En
This is on a Chinese.
1993年 ，Bola Ahmed Tinubu 向美国政府交出46万美元。此前，芝加哥一家法院认定这笔收入来自海洛因贩运。
Spanish day, if you understand Spanish. Now, wait till they talk with this.
En 1993, Bola Ahmed Tinubu entregó $460,000 al gobierno de Estados Unidos después de que un tribunal de Chicago determinara que los ingresos procedían del tráfico de heroína.
Now, all of those languages, they have more, they have about 20 languages. They've changed it to Hausa, to Fulani, to Arabic, to all those languages. Oh, sure you get. They have many. And you know, this is what they are saying. In 1993, Bola Ahmed Tinubu surrendered $460,000 to the US government after a Chicago court found the income came from heroin trafficking. Sure you get. Now, here is where those who are going to try to blackmail you. Now, this is Nigeria and the rest of the world when it comes to drug trafficking, heroin, and all that, okay? What makes Nigeria a hub that takes it from, takes it from South America or all these places and they transport it to other places. So this has already been in the work. Credit for this one goes to the, goes to this SB. So it's already in the work that Nigeria is up for drug trafficking. A lot of you know, but the reason why you haven't really seen spotlight on it is because it is Nigeria. For the rest of the world, right, it's still part of the stigma that people who have left or been outside Nigeria have had to deal with. It's actually not a good experience. So, sure you get, Now you have a drug baron, convicted drug baron. So what some people are now saying is, let's calm down for a second. Let's kind of ask ourselves this. You know, like I said, you may think you have won the war, okay? But you have really lost the battle. The real battle that I believe that the likes of Obi are fighting for, the battle for the soul of Nigeria, where everyone will stop seeing themselves as enemies of one another, where everyone will begin to kind of build back the trust that they have completely lost in the entire system. Sure you get. So it is that kind of, that kind of dashed hope. That's what it has now become. A stolen dream, a stolen hope for somebody like, Kolu and his gang. Now, hang on. So, back to this, right? The fact that Nigeria has always been like kind of a suspect. Then now that you are electing a drug dealer who have done everything, just everything, including buying his own entire party, buying some other institutions in Nigeria, compromising what is compromisable, including the INEC. So for somebody like that, it was war. And that is why today, even after they said they declared him winner, they are still appearing that they are at war. They are fighting war, but they've lost the battle. Sure you get. They have what they said is the trophy from a Yakubu. Okay? But the rest of Nigeria don't really want them, except their supporters who have now become more violent. I'm talking about desperately become terrorists, terrifying, terrorizing. They are killing people. So what do you call people that kill people? Because they disagree with them. What do you call them? Is that not terrorism? Oh, murderer. Okay, what if you kill more and more, 88 people, to bring a drug dealer to power? What do you call that? Murderer? Or what do you call it? Genocide? Or massacre? Or what have you? A program? So the whole country is now apart. It got to a stage that the winners are now protesting, that people should stop protesting, that they won. Can you believe that? So they won the war, they lost the battle. The entire country is in tatters now. Instead of them to now slow down and just reflect and begin to sound positive, at least to make people feel like, are you trying to romance us? Are you trying to be good? Are you trying to be nice? No, don't try to be nice. Oh, we want our mandate. Oh, we want our this and that. Oh, you know, they are now doubling down. Let me tell you what they are planning to do. When Chimamanda wrote that letter didn't go down with them well. They mobilized Layamo to go to America. Now, this may sound like a makeup, okay? But I'm not going to believe, I'm not going to ask you to believe me or not, okay? It's up to you. From what I heard, when Layamo left Nigeria, okay, he was mobilized with a blank check. A blank check means once anyone is ready to take on the assignment they came for, the lobbyists, they call them lobbyists in America, instead of saying, I want to give you bribe to do a dirty job for me, okay? You call them lobbyists. Politicians, they are. So they will help you push your agenda into the US Congress or even US Senate or even the US presidency. Sure, you get, depends on how much you are willing to spend. So they sent Layamo 2 assignments. 1, to convince, to get Americans, high-ranking American politicians that will publicly endorse the elections in Nigeria and speak about it. In fact, right, begin a road tour to convince Americans that there's nothing to worry about what happened in Nigeria. It's just like all the regulars, okay? So they will do this by hiring top writers, writers that you'll be like for top media platforms in America, some R&G stuff. And this require real dough, like money. When I say money, so that's why I don't want to give you a figure. A blank check means if in the process somebody says, we'll do the job for you, we'll do all the dirty laundering for you, and tell them that Tinubu is not what they are saying he is. We'll change all of that, hire this and that, and it's going to cost you $10 million. So Layamo was there in America to say yes to anybody who is ready to do the job. But like everything they always touch, they are actually like old, archaic, they are mostly like outdated. And that is the way they are running Nigeria. When Layamo got to America, he started there looking for media houses to pay so that he can come on their platform, so that they can ask him questions about Nigeria election, about Buhari, okay? And he can say all manner of nonsense. Instead of hiring real, you get, they finally found one, but that one is a retired politician, disgraced politician in America, to make a statement about Nigeria election so that they can quote that. That's the first assignment. It wasn't successful. The second assignment is to tell America, to hire people, to hire lobbyists in America, to convince American government and the American politicians that even though Obi may have rights to say the rigging out, but America needs to understand that Obi has an ulterior motive. So they can build a profile, something like Obi is promising China something when he becomes president, so that America can say Obi is going to be anti-them. Sure, you get? Just anything dirty that they can push, that they can now say Obi represents the people that want to cause destabilization in Nigeria by using election as a reason. Sure, you get that now? So by putting America on alert that, see, these people are going to disagree that they don't want the election. They will say that the Supreme Court is compromised. The judgment is bought. They want to create crisis. They want to protest and cause problem. And if Nigeria goes into revolution, Even you, America, you will receive the influx of refugees from Nigeria. So all these are what they want to package. How devilish, how evil Peter Obi is, how evil it is to mislead Nigerians. They call them Obidients. That they have already proved their point. They are saying that you have proven your point. You have proven that you disagree with this system. You want them to do better. Now, enough. No court case and all of that. So this is going to be like a smear campaign coming from America, coming from high-profile politicians. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that also failed. Again, I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm just saying that the reason why some of their propaganda seems not to be so effective, they don't last more than 2 days anymore, if you have noticed. Because when they push anything, it is either the obedient will turn it into a cruise, okay? Or they will turn it around to the point that the APC that brought the propaganda, they will begin to attack the people that are defending it and saying that, you these people, you are not tolerant. You don't tolerate people. Any small thing you are abusing, any small thing is abuse. Can't you just let us have a conversation? Don't listen to them. They are trying to blackmail you. Abuse them. You know what? Because the only thing they have is this. They know you are young people mostly. To them, they are telling themselves that you are naive. You are unintelligent. You are uncultured. You are unlettered. You are inexperienced. You don't understand how country runs. All of these are just to kind of weaken your morals. Even they themselves, they know nothing. These are a bunch of failures. Do you get that now? So when they try to talk you down, it is out of fear that they are projecting on you. Remember, if you say, this Tinubu is this and that, somebody who was supposed to be older than you, even look like, somebody that should be old enough to be your parent, they will come there and say, you are a bastard. And then you'll be like, you click on their profile picture, you see an old man, and you look at yourself and say, is this a fake picture, a real picture? Old man coming to somebody that they don't even know, maybe you are just 21 years old or 25 years old, who is a graduate, who have suffered ASU strike in your life, in that your young age. Now you are a graduate, jobless. They told you to go to school, you went to school. They said you should get good grades. You got good grades. Now you are working as Okada rider. You are working as what's it they call him? Baba Ijebu Lotto operator. You are now working as a POS operator. Something you could have just go there and do instead of wasting your life getting education. Now you are now seeing those who cause that. You are reacting to them on social media. Somebody old enough to be your father will come there and call you a bastard. And then you are like, see this old man, what do you want to make her talk? He wants you to abuse him so that he can say, don't you have any respect for elders? The question is, should the elder have respect for you? When you, that is a victim of a ruined government, a ruined country, you are a victim. Whether you are supporting them or you are not supporting them, you are a victim of Nigeria's failed leadership. You should know that. Now, when you are expressing your anger, your displeasure, somebody come there to come and police your reaction. How is that respectful? How is he respecting you? When somebody who is old enough, older than you, maybe even successful than you, come there to call you a bastard, to call you somebody, you this Igbo idiot. And you look at him and you're like, wait till bring tribe. And this causes into this. Now, when you respond, you are a useless man. Look at this old idiot. Look at this useless old man. Then you will now see another old idiot who come there. Abba, Maiyegun. Maiyegun, are you not a Yoruba? You shouldn't be reacting like this as a well-raised and trained Yoruba boy. You should not disrespect elders, even if they do anything that is wrong. You should respect them. That is our culture. No, that is not our culture. It is a manipulative, bullish culture brought about by those who don't want to take responsibility for their own failures. Do you get that? That is not Yoruba culture. It is nobody's culture. To keep you quiet, shut you up, bully you to silence because they are older than you. Not because they have anything to say. Sure you get? But because they are older than you. They want you to know that because they are older than you, then automatically they are more experienced than you and they are more intelligent than you. If you disagree, then shut up or You lack home training. Do you get that? It is not Yoruba culture. Yoruba culture actually gives chance and rooms for questioning, asking questions. You know why I know that? When I was growing up, I grew up among old people in Odogbolu. So as a little boy, right, we used to kind of gather till by moonlight, where somebody very old will be sharing with us, telling us stories, tales. When they finish telling all these stories, they will now expect us to ask questions. That is when they will say there is no bad question or good question. A question is question. Just ask. That was the experience I had as a young boy. When something is wrong, you ask question. Mommy, what is that? Sometimes they will say, hey, stop pointing. That thing there is this. That thing there is that. That one is good. That one is wrong. This is right. This is wrong. That was how I grew up. But the people that were supposed to be now, telling us the truth, showing us the truth part, are those who are misleading us, bullying us, and they expect us to keep quiet. If we fail to keep quiet, then we lack home training. So when somebody come at you and say that, and you fire back, they will say you lack home training. So that is where this idea of obedience, they lack tolerance. They don't take other people's opinions. They don't listen to other people say a thing. They don't want Obi to be criticized. They don't think Obi is wrong. They don't this and that. All of these are to blackmail you, to make you feel like you are doing something wrong for not shutting up, for not keeping quiet. Do you get that? And by doing that, you deserve the maximum violence. You deserve the incarceration. You deserve the loss of your liberty. You can get chased away from your country for disagreeing with the way you are being governed, because they want to police your reaction. What you said is too much. Even you, self, freedom of speech. What you said is too much. You are talking to an elderly person. Can't you see that you need to respect them? I know you are angry. I know all of you are kind of angry. But what happened is that, what happened to culture? What happened to respect? You need to be very clear. You are not disrespecting any elder. You are not displaying lack of home training. In fact, you are the role model, a model for a very, very worthy, emulative young person. If you have become so politically conscious to stand the bullish old people, they always want to tell you they know better. You know nothing. They know absolute nothing. Do you understand? The information you have access to today, they didn't. Sure you get? They have to post letter. They have to write letter. They have to go to library to go and check the meaning of words. They have to go to library to go and read. They have to go to school to go and study. A lot of you are professionals right now by watching YouTube alone. A lot of you are inventors today by studying on YouTube alone. A lot of you have created things. A lot of young people have created life-changing, things by just dedicating their time to build something that actually serves humanity. Do you understand? Don't let any old person talk you down. Majority of them lived and grew up on rumors. One sokwe. And that is why today, majority of them cannot tell you the clear, undiluted, honest civil war history in Nigeria. They can't tell you. That's why you have a countless number of histories of what happened during that genocide. And the reason why they actually abolished history entirely from the entire curriculum of Nigeria, because they won't say the truth. You know why? The perpetrators of that genocide in 1967 to 1970, the criminals who are supposed to be standing trial for crimes against humanity, they they rewarded themselves with political offices. They became presidents. They became lawmakers. They became contractors, multi-billionaires, controlling conglomerates here and there. They never went to jail. They never stood there. Some of them even one of them, Muritala, he became a hero that they have to put his face on the currency in Nigeria. You spending genocide. Person who is a genocidist, they are spending his money in Nigeria in his honor. Are you with me? But today, you are so intelligent. We are so exposed. We are so advanced. We are so informed. And they don't like that. Nobody likes people who are informed. We want to lead people by their noses. Let me tell you. See, I'm not telling you what you can't find out yourself. Somebody said we should take a moment, take a break. And then if you have been with us, we are currently over 4,000 on YouTube, which is great. I mean, it's quite classy. A lot of people turned up tonight. So on this platform, yeah, there are many ways you can really support, okay? The first one, which is the best one, is to subscribe. If you love this, subscribe. Then the second one is, if you love Maiyegun that much, you can join my own membership platform too. It's all optional, and you can opt out anytime you want. You can be a silver member of my platform. You can be a gold member. You can be a platinum member, and you can be a diamond member or a premium member. I've got them in many. These are people who actually really support Maiyegun. But most also importantly is this. If you are right here, right now, you owe me just one thing. Your offering. And that offering, if you are watching on YouTube, is to like that video. It's just to show that you are here. You get what I mean? So if you haven't done that, do you mind? Ma sip tea. Call it a break, okay? Don't go anywhere. We haven't even started, in my own opinion. Raphael Otubu, thank you. So yeah, don't go anywhere. Like the broadcast. Let's take it to probably 2,000 or even 3,000 of you who stopped it by to actually like the video. And then I'll sip and I'll continue in a moment.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure to what? Maso Yoruba. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ Louis. Pressure to what? Èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé? I know what was the lazy youth. Now, as what the lazy youth, only more one time we Timmy lobby said.
So what they are now doing is this, okay? Instead of them to slow down, like I was saying, slow it down to calm the tension. No, they are not. They are actually intensifying the gaslighting of you. They are telling people that we know all of you who are currently saying this or that about Tinubu. And we are going to deal with all of you to serve it as a lesson. I mean, who want to rule a country like Nigeria that is so divided? According to them, they say Nigeria is multicultural, multi-traditional, multi-religious, multi-tribal, multi-ethnic, multi. Everything about Nigeria is multi. How could you think that you can run Nigeria with a threat that you will deal with them when you gain access to power? In this day and time, that was what came to my mind, like, are they drunk? Femi Fonica, your day is not slowing down. That Shiwara, Bayo Nonuga, it won't stop. Now, what they are now saying is this. You see, me, I know it. I had a dream. In that my dream, I found myself in Nigeria. And the moment, in that dream, can you believe this? In that dream, the moment I realized that this place looks like Nigeria, I was like, they go soon arrest me. You go now inside this dream, then go arrest me. Sure, you get. And it didn't stay, it wasn't long. When they came, hey, you, are you Maiyegun? Yes, I am Maiyegun. Enter. Enter, ke. Nibi. Not today. It could be another day. I quickly woke up. I had that thing. I don't know if some of you probably have that too. Where you'll be having a dream, right? And in that dream, it will become kind of so real that you now see yourself like a director of your own dream. Something like, and action. And then you walk in and then they come, everything, their DSS. Hey, come here, walk in. Hey, you stop there. Yeah. Enter. And they enter. You're just like, cut. And you wake up. Well, I do have that anyway. I don't know if that's a thing. Enter, okay, I woke up. And when I woke up, I grabbed my phone. I saw one of my own, one of my own links said, have you heard this? APC, Tinubu and gang, they have realized that majority of those who are kind of gingering the young people with the right information, especially how to actually question their criminal leaders, majority of them are abroad. Now, you see those who are abroad, like us, they said we are not just encouraging the people and young people in Nigeria to stand up against them, we are also funding them. So that then put us in the APC, most wanted people, all because of social media, which means they said they are now going to start kidnapping us from abroad. If them born you come back to Nigeria, Omo, you would have to kidnap me. Oh. I'm not going to use my money, buy ticket, come Nigeria. What did they do for Nigeria? Come narco states. Places where we say if you don't get money, you feel bribe them with cocaine. Abi? Or bribe them with heroin. Who won't go there? I mean, not for me. Nigeria is so dangerous right now. And it's going to get more and more and more dangerous. It's not because of me. It's not because of you. It's because of the people that you think. Mean well. So you would have to kidnap me. You can't arrest me. Do you know that? So when somebody said, Maiyegun, especially you, Maiyegun, when we come to power, when Ashiwaju is sworn in, we are going to ask the Home Office. We are going to ask Interpol to bring you to Nigeria. Say, Kinimoshe nse. What I do? Yeah, you, Mumbawi, one-on-one. What I do? For inciting the people to fight government. How is telling people what they already know? They know that Kolu is a drug baron. It's not me. You can see everybody everywhere. Everybody, people know. Papa, I know. Oh, get me. People know. I don't know which. See, I don't know under which rock you live or you are crawling out from. People know. They know. Say Kolu na drug. They know. Along, they do. So the Maiyegun is talking about it. It's everywhere. So instead of me to now go and buy tickets and come to Nigeria, so you will need to kidnap me. And when you kidnap me, because police can't arrest me, like I said, okay, I will have to commit a crime before the UK police will now say, excuse me, we received a report that you are inciting people and all that. I'll be like, have you subscribed to MaiyegunSdiary Politico? No, really. We just oh, how many are you? How many are you? Policemen? So we are about 8. Oh, 8. Oh, lucky me. Can you do me a favor? Do you have your phones? Say, yeah, we do. We have our phones, yeah. But we are here to question you. No, don't worry. You question me. Don't worry. Now go on YouTube. Oh yeah, subscribe. Subscribe to MaiyegunSdiary Politico. Have you? Yeah, I've just subscribed now. Have you? Yeah, great. Okay. You. 8 people, 8 policemen will come to my house and I'll make them subscribe to my channel. By the time they will watch probably 1 or 2 videos, they will just become my fans. Sure, you get. That's how it works here. Nobody's going to bust my door and say, you are. No. That is the blackmail part we are talking about. Are you with me? As they turn Nigeria to jungle more, lawless, you will need to kidnap a lot of us from abroad. You can't arrest us. I'm serious. You can't. I mean, you know something? Even planning or thinking it makes you so stupid. To start with, if you don't have papers right now in America, if you don't have any papers in the UK, go and get a lawyer. Even if you have been here for 5 years and you think for some reason your papers are not coming through, you don't need to talk about Boko Haram anymore. The state capture, the state captors, Tinubu and gang, they are already making open and public threats against Nigerians. All you have to say is that you are obedient or you are Nigerian who disagree with the drug baron. Or if you go back to Nigeria, you are going to the underground cell of a DSS. They should see this and see that. You will get your papers in a month. It's going to be your way. You're not going to go back home. You're not going to be sent back anywhere. And don't let it see. If you are living in the UK and you have any Yoruba or any Nigerian at all that is trying to gaslight you, persecute you, see, let me say that again because I'm saying this from what people have told me, okay? If you are watching this broadcast tonight and you are in the UK, okay? If you, by any means, the effect of this charade in Nigeria and the division that came with it, if for any reason you have received any verbal or textual threats from any Nigerian in the UK, okay, I am begging you, okay, even if you don't have paper, if anybody has threatened you to leave their house, they know you don't have papers and they threaten to call the home office on you because you are not supporting Tinubu or because they see you as somebody who openly criticizes Tinubu as well. If anybody threatens you in the UK here, please don't cower. Don't run away. Don't leave social media. Don't scamper and scare away. We are actually looking for those people too. Are you with me? We are looking for them too. Some of them, why? I mean, if they sworn Tinubu in, some of them now from the prison television, okay, they will be hearing about what is going on in Nigeria. Even if they are citizens, even if they are rich, even if they are connected. If you see anybody that has made any threat at you, please, Joe, to your long, I may not have an open door where you can connect and contact, all right? All right? But what happens is this, call a lawyer. Even if you don't get money, there's something called legal aid in the UK. You don't need money. You don't need to know anybody. Even if they say they are just joking, don't take it as a joke. Are you with me? Don't take it as a joke. Report them. There are those who are going to threaten you, intimidate you, send you into some shallow fear. If you have a chance of watching my video, I am saying this to you. You don't need anybody. You don't need to consult anybody. Just walk into a legal firm. All right? And if you want to do it, please don't go into any Nigeria-owned or Nigerian-affiliated legal firm for a starter, except you know them one-on-one. Are you with me? This is not about discrimination or anything, no, because you have no idea what their own political association is. Don't associate with any Nigerian, whether Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, who operates any law firm in the UK when you receive any threat like this. You know what I mean? They said they are going to be hunting us. And I said, happy hunting. We are also looking for you. Okay? As the global hunt down begins. So if you are a bigot, okay, if you have been pushing this your Yoruba that because of Tinubu, I will advise you, if you have a life outside social media where you are living, I will advise you, don't make any personal threat to anybody. Don't meet anybody at the African shop and you begin to misyan and begin to threaten them because you think, I know that guy, you know get PayPal. But the idiot is not supporting Ashiwaju. If I want to destroy him now, I'll just call home office. Listen to me. If anybody says that to you, don't take it as a joke. Even if your friend says, no, don't worry, don't mind him, Jerry, he cannot do you anything. Don't do that. Call a lawyer. After meeting a lawyer, tell them that you want to report this to the police as well. You want them invited. So don't let anybody threaten you that you don't have any papers, okay? Don't. So they want to start hunting people down, hunt them down on their jobs, try to kind of intimidate them into silence. All of this blackmailing and the rest are going to be, it's going to come back to one thing. They are going to say, but why are you doing all of this? Remember, they are the people who are threatening you, profiling you, saying that you don't look like this enough, or you are from this part of Nigeria. We don't want you here. These are the real fascists. And as it is now, the entire America, Twitter square, they are now feeding on it. So at first, they said that they are going to get Chimamanda Adichie arrested. That means when they get to power, they are going to issue an arrest warrant on anybody, anyone, including all of you, all of us now, that they are identifying one by one. They are going to issue arrest warrant that we are the people who want to cause problem in Nigeria. It is part of the blackmail. Don't believe them. The world doesn't believe them. They are living in their world. Nobody believes them. Are you with me? They have kind of beaten more than they can chew. And that is why they send this Babalawo to your law. Babalawo to take over your Labour Party. And they said you are the one intolerant. Now, you see, Lamidi Akpapa. Is that surprising? It is not Lamidi Akpapa. He said his name is Lamidi Akpapa. Lamidi Akpapa says the obedient are with him on one breath. On another breath, he said the obedient are ignorant. That his job doesn't require crowd. It doesn't need you, the obedient. Of course, it doesn't need you. But how did they get prime time on Channels Television? Anyway, let's give them the credit for this. And Bami Belwa, Channels Television, I've given you the credit and we appreciate this. We just want to borrow this few minutes. The man that is taking over Labour Party for Kolu. He denied Kolu and he denied so many other things. But for the first time, I think you should listen to him. Don't you think? I think I do. Let's have a break with that. Apapa, your Labour Party chairman, that the obedient have rejected, and somehow, it seems that it's not going away.
The last of the crises within the Labour Party, the party which Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, ran on the 2023 election. There are those who are the chairman of the Labour Party across the state. They came together in Abuja. They held a press conference and they said that they still believe in the Abure-led leadership of the party. Don't forget there are different court orders about the internal wrangling in the Labour Party. Take a listen to the position of this chairman.
Please, can you... Barrister Julius Abure remain the national chairman of Labour Party along with very distinguished loyal members of the NWC. The 36th chairman condemned the act of political brigandage perpetrated by this small fraction of NWC led by Comrade Papa and his gang. It is viewed that our Papa and others who were involved do not seem to appear as appropriate members of Labour Party, as no one member of us with the required sanity would destroy his own home. Those who were suspended by the party, led by the appropriate organ and with due processes, remain suspended.
So the man being mentioned there, Mr. Lamidi Akpapa, joins us live here in our studio. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. They say that you want to destroy the Labour Party. Why?
That's not correct. I've been in the party since 2002. Until today, I'm still in the party. When the party was newly formed as Party for Social Democracy, I was the first chairman. And when it metamorphosed into Labour Party, I was chairman for the party, I say for 10 years. And after that, I contested for the office of the Southwest Zonal Chairman, which I also occupied for 4 years, for the last election when I became the Deputy National Chairman. For anybody to now say that I'm trying to run down the party, that person is a liar. But let me, if you want me to refer to the last statement we got now from the so-called state chairman.
Are they not chairman?
They are chairman.
But when you say so-called?
When I use the word so-called, the national chairman invited them to Benin a day before this court judgment. That I wanted them to come and pay him a visit. Fortunately, when they were in that meeting, this judgment came up. And he did not allow them to go back until he asked them to come to Abuja. He was just feeding them with lies, referring to the judgment he got in one of the courts in Benin.
An order, actually, not a judgment.
An order. So that was, they were feeded with that information. They were not feeded with the real one that happened in Abuja, which has to do with criminal aspect. I regarded them as if it is ignorant. No human being will allow criminality to stay. And I believe nobody as a Nigerian is above the law. The Labour Party law is clear enough that if the chairman of the party, for whatever reason, is unable to perform his functions, the deputy will take over. It is very clear. Notwithstanding the situation. And in this case now, this does not require a whole Nigeria to take action, because this is court injunction that the 4 principal officers, I want to say, must not or should not regard themselves as principals of the party. Now, if that has happened, what else? The next person should take over.
So let me quickly ask you.
Yeah.
What are you in the Labour Party as of today?
As of today, I'm the acting national chairman of the party.
How many people voted for you?
By rights. Let me go straight to your question. 7 of them, national work committee members.
Did you form a quorum?
Yes, we formed. We formed.
How many at the NWC?
We were 18 before. 1 died. 2 were on suspension. Then remained 15. Then 4 principal officers were also almost sacked by the court that they should not portray themselves as officers of the party. Then remained 11. Then 7 voted me.
So why not the 11?
No,
where are the rest out of the 11?
The rest 4, they were informed, but for reason best known to them, they were not there.
Were not there. So 7 people, 7, excluding yourself. So 6 people voted for you. 7 were around.
Yes.
But 6 voted for you.
Yes, we are 7 at that time.
No, but 6. No, let's get it clear. 7 met, including yourself. Yeah, but 6 people voted for you.
Yes.
Out of 18.
11. Out of 11.
Out of 11.
Out of 11.
Okay. So now, have you heard about some of the issues that have cropped up?
Yeah.
The fact that you are being sponsored by other political party to bring down this party. Are you aware of the possible damage some of your party members say this may be on the chances of your principal, Peter Obi, and the party generally with the situation on ground?
That is not true.
Who is sponsoring you?
Nobody is sponsoring me.
Are you being funded by other political parties?
Nobody. Let me tell you.
Do you have any alliance with any political party?
Nobody at all.
Before I bring out some of the issues that have been raised.
I'm telling you this, nobody. Let me tell you why this. If anybody is saying that, My position in the party before I became a chairman of the party in Oyo State, I have been a Nopeng officer. I was Nopeng chairman in Oyo State. I was the vice president of Nopeng. I was the national trustee of Nopeng. I was general secretary of Tanker Divers in Nigeria for 12 years, the chairman of the party in Oyo, gubernatorial candidate of the party 2007, and so on and so forth. And I've been praying that one day this Labour Party will lead Nigeria. And if it has come to this level, I was a reasonable person now claim that I was there to work for somebody. Contrary to people.
Were you suspended in the party before?
Nobody suspended me.
In 2014, what happened to you?
Nobody. In 2014.
What happened to you in 2014?
Nothing, everything good happened to me.
You did not participate in the affairs of the party in 2014?
I was the zonal chairman of the party.
But why were you suspended
Nobody suspended me.
So
if anybody has an evidence, such a person can bring it. Nobody has ever suspended me since 2002.
So in 2022, prior to the election of 2023, how active were you in the affairs of the party?
I was highly active.
In the campaign that was done in Ibadan, or your state, I remember there was a little fracas that day when one of the Afenifere bodyguard was accosted. Were you at that event?
I was not. I was in Abuja.
So that is your own base, isn't
I was in Abuja.
I'm asking you.
Yes,
you are a leader of the party in Oyo State.
Yes.
But you were not present at the campaign of your party.
And it was because of the obese movement. I was in Abuja with Peter Obi. We were to go to Ibadan together. Unfortunately, that day, the aircraft that's supposed to carry the entire team was not allowed to lift us. So I was asked to go and join another flight through Akure to Ibadan. That was what happened. I was at the airport with Peter Obi.
Let me ask you, is there any issue with as to how money is being appropriated in the party?
At all. I'm not in charge of money.
No, I'm asking, not about you. But
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so...
They brought an old man. Yeah? An internal crisis. And that's how it always looks. Internal crisis, suspended some people, get those who are not on your side, go to court and suspend them. And then, those who are with you, those are the ones that they have the quorum and they can go ahead and just do fuck all. So according to him, some are also saying that why is this time? Okay, this is where he said, you, the Obidients, you are with him as your new acting chairman in Labour Party. Hear him.
To Ibadan. That was what happened. I was at the airport with Peter Obi.
Let me ask you, is there any issue with as to how money is being appropriated in the party?
At all. I'm not in charge of money.
No, I'm asking, not about you, but do you have any grievance about how money is being managed under the Abure leadership?
No.
You don't have any issue?
I don't
think
have
that financially your party is good?
Well, to me, I don't...
Because I'm hearing from your side
that
allegations that issues of misappropriation of funds have been going on.
Is it... that
on the other
affects
side.
Me? That affects
no,
me?
No, on the other side. This is what your faction and your group are saying about the Julius Abure.
It's not true. It's not true. One thing I know is this. In the party today, as far as the National Working Committee is concerned, I am the oldest. And I maintain that. I use my experience, I use my knowledge, I use my age to advise them. That's what I do.
So when they do not agree with your leadership, where do you go from here?
My leadership as of today does not require this large number for anybody to sponsor a large group. The point is this. I am not arguing with Abure's leadership. My argument with him is this, that if it has to do with Labour Party constitution, he may be right. But when it has to do with the laws of the land, Labour Party constitution does not allow anybody to run foul of the Nigerian constitution. And at the moment, the laws, when a court has ruled that don't parade yourself any longer as the national chairman of that party, right from that moment, he ceases to be the chairman of the party.
That is your own position.
And that is the position of law.
So you don't have anything against him?
As a person. But by virtue of that law, is bound to step aside because the law has said, don't do it.
Are you worried that some of the Obidient movement are not happy with you?
I don't know. I don't believe it.
You think the Obidient movement is on your side?
I say I don't believe it.
I'm asking you. Obidient movement, are they on your side?
I think so. They are on my side.
You think so?
Let me tell you why this. When you see Obidient side, are they not Nigerians? We are all Nigerians. Obidient side, they are not just from somewhere else. We are all Nigerians.
Are you conversant with the Obidient movement? They are mostly online.
Let me tell you this.
Are you conversant with them?
I say, listen to me. Whether I'm conversant or not, everybody has freedom to say whatever he likes. Without asking, without investigating what really transpired. If they know what transpired, they will know they are acting out of ignorance.
Mr. Lamidi Apapa, not Apapa. Apapa.
Yeah, that's the correct name.
Apapa. So, Obidients, if you are listening to me, it is a very straightforward question. No? Baba Apapa says you are with him. Yes or no? Your time starts now. Yeah, I'm checking. Yes or no?
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
What
shall I say? Thank you,
What shall we do today? Today, I will lift up my voice in praise. Oh, yeah, what I know, you are always there for me. Yeah. Oh, my God, you are my holy Lord. Forever when they say,
Madman giddy. So everybody is shouting no. So you are not with Apapa. Okay, Apapa said the reason why most of you are not with him is because you are ignorant. You don't know what is going on behind. That's an insult, isn't it? That's an insult. That's what they do. They just insult you. I mean, come on. He couldn't say if you are on his side, then he insulted you. That's what they do. They insult you. Old people insulting young people. And they get angry when the young people reciprocate that. Respect is reciprocal. Disrespect is also reciprocal. Reciprocal. I don't think there's any word like this reciprocal. Is there? Respect, reciprocal, return. Here you get. So, disrespect, disreciprocal. Anyway, that's what they do. And they say you are ignorant. No. He is ignorant. The ignorance he has is that he didn't know that a lot of you are so charged, so awake. Any small thing. Hey, Obidient, gather here. If Obidient say Obidient, gather here for you. No matter how old you are. Ask Wale Soyinka. A lot of people were like, I mean, how can these people be insulting Wale Soyinka? I mean, come on. Like, Wale Soyinka is a hero. I mean, if you say something as a Kori Bruku, you down to sick book, you gaslight and Omolomo. Your relation you can say Euro open one fascist. Oh my don't fascist. I want to man for go mole and to ma gunyan ni go to ba agree pẹ̀lú wọn. To ba sọ fẹ́ pé bye follow this way and you disagree they will break bottle and stab you. Those are the fascists. Those that will tell you that if you are not going to vote for us, don't come out or else we'll kill you. Those are the fascists. Those that will bring gun because they disagree with you, they will shoot and shoot. This matter with the grand here, I mean, it never reach make person they shoot gun now. But why you they vex so much? You don't shoot. You don't shoot two people. You say you they warm up. You never vex. But if you can't vex, which level? Anyway, as obedient that you are, if any of them come because they have no respect for you, they don't even have respect for themselves too. You know, if you have respect for yourself, you have some shame. They say, sir, why did I not see you? No, Baba, I get shame. I get shame. I can't be seen doing something like that. Sir, it's about our land. These people want to take over our land. Yoruba. See, my friend, listen. I'm an old man, okay?
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps, we create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
Sorry, I froze. And I'm back. I'm even thinking of taking calls as well, but because of my time and then, what's going on here. Anyway, let me finish with what I'm saying first. Then we will think we'll see if I probably take calls. So a young man is in the house. 2 old idiots came to the door and they were chapping the door. Open the door. Say, what do you want? We just want to talk to you. Does that mean that there's another person there? Yes, I came here with my friend. We just want to talk to you. I said, but I don't know you. Why don't you just talk to yourselves there? You don't need to come inside. That's exactly what the young people are doing to you, the old people, who are not reading the room right. They are more than you. The only leverage you have right now, for now, is that they are yet to attract the needed number well coordinated, and then they will channel their energy on how to deal with all of you. That's it. That's the only thing that is still kind of, sort of, it's like a low-hanging fruit right now. It's going to finally fall. It is a matter of time. So when you radicalize them, when you terrorize them, when you threaten them, when you economically suffocate them, what you are doing is that you are preparing them as your final karma, even when you kill them. There are so many. And with the level of orientation and awareness and education they are currently exposed to, seriously, you can't kill them all. And that is a problem. Now they know that you kill them. Now a lot of them are now seeing why their parents shut up. Some of them are now saying that they're not going to shut up until they finally push back and conquer you. Now that is the big threat, that even if you expend all the resources in Nigeria hunting people down, you can only be successful on probably handful, like 1, 2, 3. Here you get. Wherever you want to do in Nigeria, even those who are in Nigeria, you can't arrest them all. You can't scare them all. Have you not noticed that rather than them for being so scared, they are rather getting radicalized. They are deploying means on how to fight back. The only thing they haven't done is to go physical. They haven't gone physical. They haven't taken this to the streets. They haven't gone after those who put them in this mess. They haven't come after you in your air-conditioned rooms where you are cooking all these rhetorics that is undermining them, that is blackmailing them, and the one that is also gaslighting them. Sooner or later, you would have to run away from those your secluded, comfy, comfortable rooms, because you are actually you are walking towards that right now. They call it, you are cutting it. You are cutting that mayhem. And that's what they have exposed. So anybody that is trying to kind of bully you, tell you that you're obedient. Well, I don't like to talk to Obidients. They don't have respect. Don't listen to them. These are fascist people. These are murderers. These are people who support drug dealing. But come to think of it. Come to think of it. Nigeria is a religious country. Sure you get. Or they pretend to be religious. Even though it's all kind of majority of them are actually like a bullshit. No apology. Sorry if it's kind of hot, okay? But it is what it is. Majority of the religion is absolute nonsense. Absolute bullshit. Just fear-mongering, control tactic, and the rest of that. Fine. A lot of people say they found salvation in religion. I give it to them. What about those who have been entrapped by these guys who keep spreading fear of... God dear, man. So, Nigeria that is so religious, any small thing, I reject it in Jesus' name. No, yes, I will still be lie. I will still be lie. No, I will still be lie. I will still be turuni. Now, today in Nigeria, you have majority of them who are now pretending that it is actually a good thing, or it's not that bad. There's somebody who was actually running heroin trade. Alaji Elerohini. Alaji Kolu. Alaji Kolu. You get what I mean? Oni heroin, oni gbana. Alaji oni koko, oni cocaine. A lot of you have been preached to by your pastors, by your imams, that it is dangerous to touch Oigbogi Oloro. But it's so unfortunate that in that same Nigeria, people are actually like celebrating drug dealers, by the way. Omoloja ni. They say, what about that? Who be that person? Now Omoloja. Now all those people where they push drug now, the guy get money die. You see that latest car? You see that Ultima, they will be mentioning expensive cars, automobiles. If you see the house this guy built for Lekki, Baba, I won't die. Baba, I won't die. Come and see money. Ha! Baba, this guy, they do birthday. Now, baby, they spend. Almost see money. I won't die. Drug dealer, you won't die because a drug dealer. Drug pusher is flaunting his wealth. Yeah, that's Nigeria for you. That's what Nigeria is. Drug pusher. But Afa Alaji Akim. Afa Akim. Takula. De bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Níbo ló wà? Where is it in the Quran? That drug dealer, whether na past o, whether na present o, drug dealer nínú Islam. Haramu. And you know it o. You know, yeah, ìwọ. Ẹ̀yin mo ń bá wí kẹ́ yóò ṣì sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. I'm talking to you. Don't turn your head around. Afa, you. Is it in the Quran that what you know, you should pretend that you don't know it? Muslim, it's for the sake of Allah, it's for the sake of Islam. Drug dealer ló máa promote Islam. Lẹ́nu yín. Ajia tó re Mecca tó bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin, Ajia. You are hearing there is a drug dealer. Among other things you have heard, though, drug dealer with evidence. So you are now saying that the enemy is at work. They just want to spell his name. They just want to spell his name. It's because he's a Muslim. Abba. Ede wrote ọjọ́ àgbéǹde àlìkìyámọ̀. Àgbéǹde àlìkìyámọ̀. The day that you all go to Alijana Fridao. Alijana Fridao. That is where the honest, faithful, righteous Muslims are going to. Alijana. But you, because of is a Yoruba, is a this. They don't like Muslim. It's because they don't Abba. When you go, this evening, when you go and do your Ishai prayer this evening, what would you tell God? That you spend 24 hours right now hating on people who don't want drug dealers. You hate them because they don't want drug dealers. You have spent 24 hours defending a drug dealer. Abba. You want to change it to Allah, they forgive the best sinner. Allah always gives sinner. The sinner, Abba. Where is it in the Quran? In your Quran, Al-Qurani. Abi, where is it in your Bible? Jesus forgive the sinner. Say Jesus in call. Oh, to forgive a drug dealer. Come make him king. De beru alone. Make una dey fear God small. I dey talk to those of you who say you are religious. So you are religious, Abi. Forget everything else. This one is fact, is real, is confirmed. But because it's in Nigerian politics, is protected over time. Now a drug dealer is about to be your president, and you are removing cloths inside markets. They put on baskets. Now me and you today. Anybody that say anything about Tinubu today, all these people, all these useless children, lack of home training, any small thing they will be abusing Tinubu. If your mama no fit climb your mama top, na Tinubu cause am. If you no fit feed your wife, na Tinubu cause am. If you no fit shake now me and you today, anybody will say us, you come out cloth, wear basket, come they act madness, and yet, you are the lead singer on Sunday. Like this one. You are the lead singer on Sunday. Your voice is praising God to heaven. People they catch me because you they sing. Your singing is so spiritual. Abba.
Pastor, pastor. Our mojo sticker ló show wa. Aje kò rí pé orí wa ti burú. Ìwọ má dira o, ìpápá ìdàrúrin. Jẹ́ ká wà ní Bible tó ń jẹ. Kò jẹ́ pé sàgbé tàbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ jókòó tẹ̀ rà. Gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù. Àwòyí àárín. Mo mọ̀ wípé wà nínú Bible pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù. Kí ni Jésù lò? Àfẹ́ rí ló lò. Ìwọ má dira, ayé bàjẹ́.
By any year. Except for Isheshi. Isheshi have in Christian and in Muslim, that's different. But in Isheshi, we have Ogundabede. There is SFA. It is called Ogundabede. Natives get them. Now he say, if they give you Ifa Ogunda Bede Oluri Uli, now he say your destiny now to be a thief. This one is Yoruba tradition now. We say everybody if you choose where you want to be for life. If you want to be kidnapper, if I tell you say, now your destiny, even though you go to hurt people, you go to kidnap people, but anything where you do, now kidnapper you go be. And somebody will begin to get training and work towards becoming a kidnapper, successful kidnapper. If Ifa says, Ogudabete Olori Ole, you go be arm robber. But because it's your destiny, they're not going to kill you. But the same Ifa, Yobama complete, so Yobama will. Do you know that the same SFA, there's another SFA? So kwe ogbe fon follow karamo. Ogbe fon follow means this particular chapter of Ifa theology is that you should not take what doesn't belong to you. And if you have done that, return it before the gods will destroy you. Ogbe fon follow. You see how Yoruba is so detailed. Yoruba is a religion. But Nigeria happened to us. And then after that, the bastards in Yoruba land, they grew up. They bury our culture and our tradition. Thieves started being the role model for the young Yorubas. And look at us. Look at us. Look at us. I want to take calls, like I said. I may just stop the call at some point. But here is where I'm going to stop, okay? So that I won't just be the one talking, because it's over 2 hours, all right? I think I have others there I wanted to share before I start taking calls, okay? Here is one of them, which happened in London just a few days ago. Well, it's just yesterday in a church.
The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. God, let's appreciate Mr. Peter Obi. Go on, appreciate him.
So he was in a church in London yesterday, and he's still in the UK, by the way. So in case if those who are going to arrange for his arrest should know, so that they can wait for him at the airport and all that. And the Obidients are saying that they are also waiting for them to even try that. Even invite him, then born you well. Invite him. Nothing gonna happen. Well, look at this one. What's gonna happen? Abiola died. Nothing happened. Baba, listen to me. These are not the children who are alive when Abiola got killed. So no, they mixed in. That's what I'm saying. A lot of you old people and some of you morons who are listening to those old people, repeating what they are saying to you. Some of you are so dumb and dumb. I mean, you are like dumb. No apology, Jare. No apology. Momine. You are so dumb that you are repeating what these old failed people have done, repeating them, forgetting the fact that during that time, where the whole thing that led to the killing and then the jail and all of that of Abiola, there was no internet, Abi. There was no Twitter. There was no Facebook, Abi. APC is spending billions to propagate lies. This young generation they are cooking APC without collecting 1 naira. How do you think you want to win against them? How could you compare them together? They are just deceiving you. So you get, but the whole thing is kind of catching up. Might take calls so that people can say, you can say your mind too before I go tonight, but don't go anywhere. I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. Now, when I get back, I will take calls, of course, and then you. But don't worry, if you have to go as well, kind of like the broadcast. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It can be this fun. Sometimes it can be very harsh. Seriously, I kind of like to warn people. You may love it tonight because you are obedient, okay? And then tomorrow, right? Me, I know they do attache or anything. I'm sure you get. If I see what is wrong, I'm going to talk about it. So if for now, you know what I mean, like we are still pals, subscribe. Any day when I say something you don't like and you're so angry, I thought this might even get sense. People say that to me all the time. I thought this guy gets sense, sha. Let me leave this guy. This guy no get sense. You know, even people say that to me all the time. So once you get to that stage, it's normal. It is okay. It's okay. If you feel like that towards me, right? Just unsubscribe. Unfollow me. In another few weeks, something is going to bring you back. I'm speaking from experience. So it's okay to feel bad when I say things. But if I'm still saying something that is nice right now to you, if it sounds nice to you, right? Then subscribe. When I say it is not nice, you can take it back as a punishment, But don't go anywhere. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. And when I get back, I'll take a few calls and call it a night. Thank you. Thank you, by the way, for staying on. And I have a caller on the line. Are you still there, sir?
Maye.
Yes, sir. How are you?
M.O.B. Lozoro.
Hey, Babo. It's been a while, oh. You actually made it on tonight.
I'm telling you, woman, so when Petori aye ogun, la she need ye. Àwọn ayé náà wá ní pé kí n gbàdúrà fún ẹ torí ó ti di àwo Maiyegun lálẹ́ pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn free society lódù Ifá yẹn.
Bàbá.
Wọ́n ní kí n máa sọ fún ẹ pé gbágungbàgun lẹ́yìn ọ̀pọ̀lọ́ ń rí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n ní gbágungbàgun lẹ́yìn ìjàpá ń rí. Wọ́n ní ayé ọ̀tá rẹ̀ yóò máa rí gbágungbàgun.
Àṣẹ o.
Àwọn ayé ní kí n sọ fún ẹ pé iwájú lọ́wọ́ ajá ń lọ, a máa lọ wájú, ayé a máa lọ wájú ṣáá ni, ò ní dẹni ẹ̀yìn.
Àṣẹ o.
Ò ní dẹni ẹ̀yìn. Máyé.
Baba, thank you, sir.
Tonight you made us to understand that almost now I can tell you, almost 60% of the youth in Nigeria, they are informed. He knows that all these charlatans, all these old fools, they are leading us to pit. They knew that we are moving, even though ahead of them now. We can sit down and sit in the temples of justice, had them are predicting controversial in 10 days, 20 days, so they just tell one fashion block or do anything. These people will not see where we are going to. You can sit in Nigeria and pick your phone and look at what is going on anywhere in the world today.
With no interest.
We are seriously moving. Yeah, we are seriously moving ahead of them. I can swear tell you, if this kind of clear call has started about 2 years ago, to firm seriously in our lives, Tinubu will never be able to win any of his polling votes.
At least.
Now, when you look at it now, nobody's mentioning PDP. PDP come off for our way. They are not on the second.
God bless you, sir.
I'm telling you, we are not hearing them again. The so-called all this, see cross carpet very soon. You will see them. You see them. It's not like before when they say, I want to go, okay, you can now go. No. We must get to the end of that, our judiciary. We want to see all those people in that judiciary. Yes. We want to know their name. We want to see everything they want to do in judiciary. Yes. Everything will be televised. Parliament has been asking now that come. Please let this thing be televised. Let us see it on the screen.
Let's see those who want to defend all of this information that are already in the public. Sir, you remember that there were times where they would say, that information, don't let it leak to public, they can kill you. That information can be this. These days and time, all this information everywhere. Documents, recordings, everything everywhere. Nobody gives a damn about any secrecy anymore.
I'm telling you. Tribunal, you will know what will be coming out from their mouth. Even though because this thing will be open. So we know their names. We know them, want to know them. Elomi, they will dig his primacy. Look at what happened a few days ago now.
Yes.
Near Rise. It happens when Fayose came, and Fayose said, Abati, your so-called friend, Kinekon, which is that drug dealer guy. It was a friend to Abati too. Now, did you know that Delalake made mention of it? You know, everybody must be able to check their primacy. Look at him. That is his own life. He will always tell you, go and verify. That is what we want to be hearing now. Anybody want to lead that country, let us verify it.
It is now so sure that they have nothing on this guy. Let's acknowledge that too, yeah? Because if they did have something on him, I mean, what is now is exposing them beyond what they planned for.
We are not saying the guy is a guy without any dirty thing, but that guy,
when you put all of them together, would that be saint is Siwani? And that
we are not saying he's a saint. We are not saying he's a pure guy. All we are saying is that lesser evil. It's a lesser evil to all of them.
Let me take another one.
That is why I sat now.
Go on, sorry.
No problem with Maye.
MOB. Thank you so much for tonight again, yeah? So I have, I just lost that person, and she's kind of been trying and trying. So yeah, thank you very much. If you are still here with us, if you haven't really dropped your offering, the offering is that your thumb up. I'm not saying you should type thumb up, okay? I am saying that you should leave the comment section. Hello there.
If you haven't your thumb up.
Sorry, you are connected though. If when you are calling, I advise you listen to the phone. You may be the next person to be taken up. Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
First, then I'll sort you out. Then you can go back to it. How are you?
Yeah, thank you, Alare. Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Àdúrà ni máa kọ́ ṣe o. Maiyegun ò ní tójú ilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o.
Àṣẹ o.
Aráyé ò ní bínú ẹ o.
Àṣẹ o.
Aṣọ àlà ló wọ funfun ni ò ní depo sí o.
Àṣẹ o.
Níjọ́kíjọ́ ní gbogbo ìgbà tí n bá ń gbọ́ inú mi máa ń dùn. Bínú mi ṣe ń dùn lálẹ́ yìí. Inú ẹ máa dùn kálẹ̀ tọmọtọmọ tayátayá. Bí ṣe wá fẹ́ kórí fún mi náà bẹ́ẹ̀ tọmọtọmọ tayátayá.
Àṣẹ o, bàbá. Thank you so much.
God
bless you, Baba. Thank you very much.
See those people. They might think in their head that they are more wiser than everybody. But the way the game is going, early last year you said this. Before this is checkmate. checkmate ní báyìí sìn. See that there's no way out. I will allow others to talk.
Bless you, Baba. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. Thank you very much for all the support as well. I appreciate. I have another person on the line here. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Baba.
God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you for what you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Prince, and this is my first time.
Oh, Prince.
I'm a pastor, and I always like to listen to you.
Thank you, sir.
Because the truth has lost in our system. I feel like crying that I got you because the truth, what is sono pata pata, mi ò mọ̀ bóyá lè rí padà mọ́. Because kí àwọn àgbàlagbà nígbà tá à ń dàgbà, wọ́n máa ń sọ fún wa pé ẹ rántí ọmọ ẹni tí ẹ̀yin ń ṣe.
God bless you, sir.
Ṣé a tún ní àrò àwọn bàbá tán tún lè sọrú ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ sí? Look at professors. Ẹ wo kíní yìí dáadáa o, ẹ má kàn fi ojú kan wò pé bóyá wọn ò mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Bóyá èdè ni ó ń di àwọn àgbàlagbà yìí ni omi ò mọ̀. Because each time I try to assess what is even wrong with the adults, ó máa ń tì mí ní ojú. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi kọ̀ọ̀kan ti mú mi lọ́tà, but I don't care. Àwọn míì tún wá sí lóyìnbó mi báyìí, ọpọlọ wọn náà wọn kì í ronú dáadáa. A rí ipò dánlu yìí kí ló dé tá a ṣe lè replicate ẹ̀ nínú ìlú wa.
Child deserve any? Does our people not deserve something like better too? Like to live like normal people too? Child deserve any?
Ṣé ìwé tí wọ́n wá kà ń lu òyìnbó, and these are the people who enjoy the dividends of Commonwealth nílùú wa. Àwọn ni wọ́n wá fi pàṣọ yẹn ná ìlú yẹn sìn. Àbí mi ò bẹ́ẹ̀ mo make sense o torí mo ti jókòó mo ti gbogbo àwọn professor yẹn sìn ìsọkúsọ bí ìgbà tí èdè wá dé gbogbo àwọn professor. Look at the rally or something tí wọ́n ṣe ní Washington last week. Tẹ́ bá wo kíní yẹn, ẹni yẹn sọ pé kán wo list. Ó ní why do we have the names of professors that are banned from coming into the United States? Mo jókòó mo wú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, mo ṣe ń rú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Mo ní wọ́n wá ṣe débẹ̀ débi pé èdè yẹn ti wá mú gbogbo àwọn professor Nàìjíríà. Ẹ máa sọ tọrọ. What we need right now, Maiyegun,
yes, sir,
is mind renewal.
That's right.
Mind renewal. Mind renewal is what I have been campaigning for the past 3 years.
God bless you.
See, mind will be renewed. Even some of the people tájọ wà ń lo ìbò àwọn kan fẹ́ lọ jalè Nàìjíríà.
They are waiting for their turn now.
Yes. Very good. Let me now shock you, and I've said it. This is my own observation. Ẹni tí ò bá ti ń ṣe criminal ní abroad kò lè jẹ leader Nàìjíríà. Ẹ di ọ̀rọ̀ yìí Musa.
Kò possible Dimu. I know about it ni. You have to go crooked. I mean,
you just ẹ lọ gbogbo record wọn. Yes, for the past 3 years I told some of my friends mo ní mo ti jókòó mo ti wò ẹni tí ò bá ti ń ṣe criminal Nàìjíríà wọn ò lè di leader Nàìjíríà. Kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àwọn tó ṣòdodo? Kí ló ṣe wọ́n? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, I want to on the last note, I just want you to please emphasize more on mind renewal for Nigerians, because even some of them, I was on a program as well ní ọ̀sán yìí. Èèyàn kan sọ pé tí àwọn APC bá wọlé, gbogbo wọn sì máa padà jà gbẹ̀yìngbẹ̀yìn náà ni. I can't wait to see 80% of them, 90% of them castigating.
Sir, do you want me to give you a quick prediction that you can take away from this?
Yes, I've always loved your prediction.
The first 3 months. If they swear Tinubu, the first 3 months, the first person they are going to fight will be Buhari and the Buhari's people.
That's it.
You see, the first war everybody is going to see that you begin to witness, including arrest. I'm talking about, for example, right, arresting somebody with serve under Buhari. So you begin to wonder, are they not the same party? Are they not just the same people? But some people don't know that yet. Let them keep using Obidients to buy time. Attacking them is to just cause distraction. The first enemy they want to take down is Buhari and his people, but they don't know yet.
I really agree with you. Because
it is almost done, sir. Do anything, Lord. They are bed. I'm sorry, they are strange bedfellows. And that is why Nigeria is not moving anywhere. That's why Nigeria is completely broken. They were never meant to come together.
Let us just wanted power. Let us just please start, talking to the Obidients not to make any move. Diplomatically.
They are getting
because our people I they shouldn't be pulled out of their shell. That's it. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you. God bless you, my brother.
You too.
May you live long.
Amen. And you too,
it is well with you. It is well with your family. God bless
you. And you too, sir. Thank you so much. I'll take another one. I have another person on the line. Hello there.
Hello.
Oh, hello, ma.
Lucky me.
Lucky me too.
Lucky me.
Your first time, yeah?
Oh, Maiyegun. Yes, I'm a first timer.
Brilliant.
But I've been on your show since 2015.
Oh.
But this was my first time calling.
You are a veteran, ma. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Yes.
I'm so happy. This is my first time.
It's a pleasure.
Well, I don't want to take much of the time because I want my husband to talk to you too.
Okay.
They are the Buhari Dean then. So I'll be saying there is no way the APC is taking us to anywhere anyway.
Sad.
But they don't want to believe that until now. So I would like the real Armstrong to talk to you about it. Thank you.
The boss. Hello, sir.
Hello, my brother.
How are you, sir?
I'm really good.
Thank you so much, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you listen, go to your room, please. Thank you so much for doing good job.
Thank you, sir.
To be honest, as my wife said, 7 years ago, I was one of those carry the banner that Buhari is coming to do what they call justice. But at the end of the day, I was proved wrong.
Sadly.
And I raised my hand up. Because it's good to see the truth to set you free. You see, I just look at all the Balabalu, all these Buhaha of all these political parties, especially APC.
God bless you.
It is a shame that we find ourselves in this situation where there is no will, and where the truth is not welcomed by the majority. You can never see the light after the tunnel
at all.
And where right pegs are being pegged in a wrong hole. Trust me, my brother. It's like being in a room without a light.
In the dark.
I'm telling you, my brother.
Yes, sir. You elders say, when you find yourself in a pit, the best thing is to stop digging so that you can find your way out of it. We know a lot is wrong with Nigeria, but it seems that those who brought us here, they are not taking responsibility. Therefore, instead of them to stop digging, they actually hired more diggers, and they are digging us into the ground more. So we have no way out of this other than everybody will have to break rank at some point, and they will be the cause. That's my belief, sir.
You see, I always tell people that it takes the courage of a man.
That's right.
to correct the mistake of the whole village.
That's all right, sir.
Based on arm's length principles, without any favoritism. You see, this labor will be something that came out.
Yes, sir.
It's unexpected.
It's unexpected, though.
It's just
sorry to cut you short, yeah? I mean, just to back that, okay? I mean, it's not just it's unexpected. See, when the noise was so much, the real shock happened. When we saw APC mobilize against them, people without structure, APC, almighty APC, PDP, they mobilized against them to stop them. That was the shock.
My brother, Maiyegun.
Yes,
you see, you are, let me tell you this. You are the key to every home.
Possible, sir.
My brother, you are the key. Because you say the truth. I'm a silent listener, but believe me, the way I pray for you may so be for my family.
Amen, sir. Wish you well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You see, this obedience, this exactly obi, it is like somebody in the class that was a bit quiet. But it's very sound when he's writing his sentences. It's a matter of time you will recognize. I remember when Atiku was on the air, he said that will be that not even have any structure. Which kind of structure? When you base yourself on truth, the structure will be molded together.
And that's what happened.
It don't follow it, my brother. It don't follow it.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you the thing that, not that I'm preempting. You have said one this evening. Timothy, appreciate.
Yes, sir.
You said, let's assume that all the wrongs, they put all the colors there. They will fight themselves in between. And it will scatter them.
Yes.
Which is number one. You see, onity, at the end of the day, this will be like a green light for all the people that ready to change the statutory mandatory position of Nigeria in the whole global village.
Yes, sir. They actually achieve something, sir. They achieve something that people actually don't talk about enough. You know me, I analyze all of these activities of these politicians and their followers, okay? But there's a particular something that these obedient people achieved that people are not talking about enough. They got, even with the ones they rigged, though, they gave them 6.1 million votes that they didn't pay a dime for. That is something that is unusual in Nigeria. APC can say they got 8-point-something million without paying for it. We know how much that went with, Abi. But this guy did it without a dime being given to anybody. But it's not being talked about. Brother, it's not being talked enough.
It is like a torchlight that is well charged. Oba Tosoju Ibitoba Jack. My money. Obedience is like a full torchlight that will signal the way forward. Either they like it or not. My brother.
Yeah.
My brother. If you are preparing for an exam, you have to read more than the prayer.
That's right.
When you pray too much, you don't read. You are going to fail.
You're wasting your time.
End of story.
God bless you, sir.
Say the truth. God bless you.
I am glad, sir. I am glad that I finally get you into the mood because the missus who said, no, I don't want to take up much of the time. Let the man talk. I am so grateful to her that she actually let you speak. Sir, thank you.
Yeah.
I hope
to be honest, my wife is your flag bearer. And I'm not joining. I joined already anyway.
Yes, sir. I know when women is involved, okay? If the woman is the first person to like Maiyegun in the house, it's just a matter of time. The entire household will follow.
It's nice talking to you, my brother. It's nice talking to you. It's nice talking to you.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you.
I do appreciate that. So, yeah, if you haven't really liked this broadcast, you should. We are coming close to the end of this. We've only got about 20 minutes to go, but I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, my ears.
Oh, yeah.
Brother,
you know that, Baba, I'll to kill Gossi, they won't want you to take all their time.
Báwo ni mo lè gbọ́dọ̀ jà wọn lé yàn bí wọ́n rí?
Mo bóyá ń ṣe, irúmọlẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe, á wọlé ṣáàdì. That's like irúmọlẹ̀ is a chancer. Irúmọlẹ̀ is always taking up, you know what I mean? So, Baba, Papa Messi with justice.
Àwọn kò sí wàhálà bàbá. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ wá ní bẹ́ẹ̀ máa sọ. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ wá ní ló máa ń gbé wá.
Àwọn ni o.
Àtòdùfá tó yọ lálẹ́ yìí pé gbogbo ìṣèwà eégún bá ti ń ṣe.
Wọ́n rí ṣògbé, ògbé ṣàn wọ́n rí. Àdìbàdì jẹ́ ti èjì ògbé, èjì ní mo gbé ní ògbé nìkan.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mo ní Maiyegun gan ti di ajífálà bàbá. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Bàbá, thank you very much for your good job.
You know
I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
From you to Princess, Mrs. What is her name
Mrs.
again?
Busari, Alaja Olajire,
everybody.
To Oluwo, Mr. Ty. You are just mentioning all the Yoruba Union people. These are Yoruba Union. You know
I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Rumole.
And I really appreciate everybody work on this platform,
Thank you.
But we don't tell them now if they won't hear, make them hear. If they don't want hear, make them not hear, Baba. Yorùbá ló ní àṣà àti ìṣe tó dáa jù bí mo ṣe máa ń sọ.
That's right.
Mo dẹ̀ máa ń tẹnu mọ́. And ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn kò wá ìjà, kò wá gidi, kò ní kíní. Fúnra ara wọn, bàbá, wọ́n máa fúnra wọn lóògùn jẹ. APC ẹgbẹ́kẹgbẹ́ kàn gbé fún kọlù. Ebi kọlù náà fẹ́ gbé fún. Drug baron kàn gbé fún. Bàbá Ọlọ́run ikú ò ní pẹ́ nìkan kan nù wà. Ojú wa ló máa ṣe wọ́n máa fúnra wọn lóògùn jẹgbẹ̀yìn ni. Bí òwe Yorùbá kan á ní kí sí pa wọ́n pọ̀ wọ́n dọ̀rẹ́. Nǹkan tó pa wọ́n pọ̀ ló máa tú wọn ká. Ó máa definitely bàbá máa tú wọn ká. Kò ní ìdágídí. So Baba, I leave you and congratulations fún mọ́tò tuntun ẹ̀mí àlò fún mọ́tò tuntun ẹ̀mí àlò.
Baba, una no tell me say new car good like that, Irumole. All of una dey see me dey suffer all these years. They drive all these old cars. Una dey see me dey tell me say Maiyegun well done, Maiyegun well done. I say Kongo mini. 2022. Ẹ ṣé o, mo dúpẹ́ o.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So okay, we go talk, Baba. Make I allow other people.
Thank you. So I got a new car today, and it feels so good. Seriously, I'll tell you about it before I go. Let me take this call. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Ekweto.
Àwa nìyẹn o, ẹ̀dẹ̀kú bẹ̀sẹ̀ tí ń bá wa bọ̀ láti ẹ̀kọ́ o.
Àwa nìyẹn o, à ń pè láti Cairo.
Láti Cairo. Baba, how is Cairo? Lálẹ́ yìí, ọmọ gbogbo àwọn kọ́kọ́ wa. We are reading some development arranging in that Egypt. Like building a new city, like building artificial lake. All these things, Baba. Hey, tell me, how you be?
Idea, Baba. Era.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you.
First time caller.
Oh, bless you. Share mind. Eléyìí la máa fi ń sọ fún àyàn pé irú ìtọ́ máa sọ pé bọ̀ mí lọ́wọ́ kí n bọ̀ ẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Ìyẹn ni ó ti èsì. Ẹ kú oríire bọ̀ mí lọ́wọ́ kí n bọ̀ ẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Nínú church wa ní temple wa o, but we don't have that. We don't do physical. So on behalf of the temple and the people in the temple, we welcome you, sir, for breaking the ice. First time caller. Thank you, Baba.
Yeah. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ní bàjẹ́, ẹ ṣeun.
Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe pé wọ́n wà ní politics ó ti sún mi. Ẹ wò ó, ṣé rí election tó lọ yìí, wọ́n mọ̀ pé nǹkan táwọn ṣe pé màdàrú náà ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn kan ń dìfẹ́ǹdì wọn, àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀, àwọn èèyàn ńláńlá. Ok, nísìnyí ìgbà tí tó kó Nàìjíríà mi àti ìyàwó mi nǹkan ti wọ́ọ̀sì gan sà. Nǹkan wọ́ọ̀sì.
àmọ́ they understand. Tí èèyàn bá ti sọ nǹkan tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mejì ló sọ pé nǹkan worse. Mo understand the worse yẹn kò ń ṣe ordinary worse that we read about. Èyí tó dà pé
àwọn tó wà ń lé ṣe ní ìsìn ìtẹ́ pé ẹ̀wò wọ́n ń bẹ́ẹ̀gì ni. Líran Yorùbá àwọn Yorùbá ò kí ń bẹ́ẹ̀gì wọn kí ń tọrọ. Ìsìn àwọn Yorùbá ti ń tọrọ o. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn ti ń tọrọ o.
Tọrọ tàdé ń sọ yìí dẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn tọrọ tó yẹ pé ó yẹ kó mú tìjú dání ni but kò sẹ́ni tó ní tìjú yẹn mọ́ ń sìn.
Wọ́n tẹ̀ ní tìjú yẹn wọ́n ní. Àwọn ló tún support àwọn oppressor wọn. Àwọn tó ń tọrọ yìí wọ́n tún support àwọn oppressor. Tó yẹ kí wọ́n la àwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Ebi ń pa èèyàn jẹ yín gbogbo nǹkan lọ bó yẹ kó ṣe lọ. Ẹ tún support wọn. Ẹ wo ojú ta wà ń sìn gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń lọ bó yẹ kó ṣe lọ. Everything lọ. Economic wọn oúnjẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ in fact ẹ̀wọ̀n ó dàbí kí kán fún mi ní citizen ní Egypt.
Imagine Egypt o. I mean ojú ló mọ ohun tó yọnu náà bàbá. I mean ẹja sòtọ́ fúnra wa náà. Now èyí sì bàbá Egypt yẹn tí o bá ṣe pé àwọn èèyàn tó máa sọ pé kí ni Egypt àti UK kí ni yàtọ̀? Èdè kọ́ ni ṣèbédè ni yàtọ̀. Èdè ni yàtọ̀. Rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí ní Egypt wọ́n fẹ́ kí nǹkan run transportation run economy run well security run and all things tó yẹ kó run in fact like as it should be ní Nigeria àdúrà la máa fi ń wish fún and then when you talk about it they want you to be so proud of that place and then don't talk about those things don't talk about those ones talk about just say you are proud àbá yan ojúlówó tó yóò nù
tó bá ṣe bridge wọn á lọ kó gbẹ party wọn wá wọn ṣe party àwọn àṣepọn náà wọn ṣe bridge ibi báyìí sá wọn ṣe bridge wọn ṣọnà kò tẹ àwọn ará ìjíṣẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ṣe ọ̀nà kí ló kàn wọn. Because ọmọ pé ó necessary fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì láti ṣe so wọn kì í bọ́dà pé o ṣe bridge àbí wọn máa kàrà mọ̀ but Nàìjíríà tó máa ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe nǹkan kékeré fún ọ báyìí ó necessary kí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣe àwọn nǹkan tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ẹ kó ṣe nìyẹn. Kò yẹ kó jọ àwa citizen lójú pé torí pọ́n ti ṣe.
Ó tiẹ̀ lè jọ wá lójú get yẹn ni pé àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ àwọn làwọn ń ṣe they shouldn't see it bí gbàtí wọ́n ṣe wá ní favour. Ó yẹ yín sìn. No, you are not doing us any favour. You are doing your work. We will appreciate you if you can actually do your work diligently. But it's not that we want to anything. No, it's chancellor everybody. Baba, well, thank you so much. My regards to our people in Egypt, in Cairo, in Egypt generally. I bet there are many also watching. Baba, God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Nice one. So I'll take another call, and then we are going to call it a night today. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, ṣé Sir Akínọlá nìyẹn?
Èmi nìyẹn o.
Hey, ó dà pé mo ti ń capture voice yẹn dáadáa. Náà tẹ̀ lọ sí Mexico yìí. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm very, very happy to hear you and
I know.
To hear the program tonight. First of all, I want
to thank you.
I want to congratulate you for your car, for the new car. I was very, very happy.
Thank you. At least, though, I mean, I kind of like it. It's going to be for the comfort, but the cost of it and the rest, sometimes I just don't want to remember. But thank you. I mean, people say I deserve it. People say that I kind of deserve something nice. And I think I do too. I do deserve something nice. So thank you for acknowledging that.
You deserve.
Sir,
yeah, you deserve that.
At Houston. Please.
You have your floor. There are very few comments. I want to mention tonight. Yes. There is one other guy that said, come and poison around last and all this stuff. What people don't understand, people are fighting this, fighting that. The reality is that the cabal that are they playing the game, they themselves don't want Kolu to be their president. So
yeah.
So
another
all these fights where they are fighting, they are just because they are the ones that created the Naira crisis. They actually wanted him to lose, in essence. Not that they want to be president. They thought probably Atiku would be president. You know, if you remember during the primary, they were trying to do consensus candidates to scheme Kolu out of their equation. They wanted to give it to Lawa. And these are the cabal that are in charge. They are the one that pursue this man. Those face look like a toad. Or sure mole. They pursue it. 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 They purs
Sorry, Mr. Akiolasa. Elder, I had a frozen screen and I quickly looked up and I caught that in time. So please continue. You were telling us about the way they tried to stop him from primaries to Naira swap and all that. Please continue.
So basically, their last card is the Kabbai themselves are working. They are working. They are very busy as we speak to ensure that they take him down. So for my obedient people that are very angry and annoyed and all that kind of stuff, for me, I'm not an obedient. I must tell you, I support Showore. My candidate lost. You guys did not support us.
I know.
I believe it's the only is the best candidate because I look at the story of Pandora against Obi. It's not like the kind of guy I can support.
Yeah.
So
something you publicly said, one of the reasons why you just your conscience will make you feel good to actually give somebody like that support, and you have the right to that too. So yeah, please.
Yeah.
You were saying something.
I don't have corruptometer. I don't have corruptometer to know who is more corrupt. If you're corrupt, you're corrupt. That is my scale.
Corruption is corruption.
So for me,
yes.
Corruption is corruption. So Showore was my candidate. You guys did not support us. We have accepted our own defeat.
Well, you got your time in 2019. Remember the tsunami now? You remember all that. But they had to just like kind of sabotage it at some point as well. But to God be the glory.
Yeah, we'll try it again. And if I'm not doing that, the only thing I'm also asking for is Yoruba nation.
Yes,
so those are the only things. If I'm not supporting Showore, the only thing I'm asking for is Yoruba nation. I don't believe a country built on false foundation is going to ever last. Either you have follow or you have obedient that is being prepped for by Obasanjo. Is Obasanjo not a part of the problem? So for sure, whosoever get there among them, I don't see a good future for that country until we break it so that everybody go their own way.
But until that happen, and all of us are interested in what is going on in Nigeria because the consequences of whatever goes on in Nigeria right now is not limited to those who actually want Nigeria. It's not limited to those who are supporting them or not supporting them, all that, right? Now, all of us, they collect, if we want to be honest. Now, crowning Kolu as the president of Nigeria is not going to be limited to those of you living in Nigeria. It's not going to be limited to those who support APC or that. It's going to be all of us. Even those of us who can't wait to renounce Nigeria, we will not be spared. And that's why we have to speak up. As it were, my name is Maiyegun. If they stop me anywhere, I say, I'm Maiyegun. See me very well. I have been one of those condemning drug dealer. They go. I beg, let me go. I'm not with those people. Those ones who explain themselves. So I will say my own. Everybody should say theirs so that posterity can be what, sir? Can judge all of us. Sir Akinola?
You're right. And before I close, God bless you for speaking the truth. Don't be carried away for Kolu supporters who are celebrating. Don't celebrate too much because they are coming for your man. So they are not letting him take over. So it's going to happen.
It is
so just
not
take
going
it and mark
away.
it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sir Akinola. I think Osita want to say hi, then we can call it tonight. Osita, you have so little a time, but I just thought I should let you just say your hi, and then we can call it tonight. How are you?
Well, thank you. You made me laugh, believe me.
What happened?
No, because when you said that, I cut you. I have 1 minute. I said, okay. Anyway.
I they talk my own. I said that before too. I said, if the reason why I have to keep saying what I'm doing, open the mind of the people and continue to see, so that even if I'm unable to save everybody from danger, even if me myself enter the danger, before the kidnappers deal with me, I'll say, see, sir, can I say something, sir? Please, 1 second. Look at me. Go on YouTube. Yeah. Go on YouTube, right? I am one of those. I'm not one. You know what I mean? I know they will still deal with me. Yeah. That's why I'm not going to go to Nigeria. Anyway, so I won't share that story.
Anyway, congratulations. But what everybody's congratulating
me for a car.
You want to see the car? Yeah, it's because of our Nigerian mentality.
No, it gets some people talk say. It gets some people talk say.
Even here.
It gets some people talk say.
Even here, when you buy a car, I mean, when you buy a house. Yeah, when you buy a house, people don't congratulate you because it's supposed to be your fundamental human right. But because they took it away from us in Nigeria, so that's the reason we are still saying.
I know. That's what people are greeting me for. That's my car. You see it on your screen, right?
Exactly.
That's my car, and it's actually a 2022 kind of lovely car. So yeah, that's what people are trying to tell me that.
If you go paint them,
congratulations, Maiyegun, well done.
If you go paint them, maybe paint them well.
No, somebody talks to make a wash them. I say, Baba na new car, they don't clean them. Say we wash them again. I say, Baba, this thing there, I never pay the full money. If any scratch enter them, if we two wash them, it can't scratch. Or if you come out like 5,000 from the value, I bet I mark money now. Osita, how are you tonight?
All right, one thing that I really want to talk about, the reason I called was because of the last caller, number one, because it's related to the other program which I listened to in, what's this guy's name in New York? Dr. Damage, his podcast.
Oh, Dr. Damages.
Yeah. It was just similar to what he was trying to do, and of which I thank God that you corrected him. You know, the last time I spoke on this particular platform, I said that no matter what anybody is looking at, this particular movement, none of us is registered with them, but we have to encourage them for what they have done.
Yes.
They have pulled all strings. They have been able to shake the so-called establishment for the very first time in the history of Nigeria.
That's right. Without anybody sponsoring them, or without to say,
without anybody sponsoring them,
just all of them coming together.
Yeah, what we used to see in Nigeria before, like what you saw those days in the 60s, Operation Wet, all those things. For us, it is the so-called establishment versus the establishment. But this is the first time you are seeing the masses stand up,
fighting back
against the so-called
establishment.
Establishment. So it will be so unruly for people to think that, that this thing is all about Peter Obi. Every time you come, you say, that it is Charade that you support. No. For me, I'm not a supporter of the Nigerian election.
I mean, you are not a supporter of the election. You are not one of those who say that vote to be or vote anybody. What happened is that a lot of us are not ordinarily interested. But as things get on, we realize that there is already a gang up against those they said had nothing to fight. But they fought. They shook them. Now, you want to gang up and silence them? Come on, you're gonna have to try more.
Come on. Then when you see where you are supposed to say, I support this kid for doing what they are doing, you're coming here, you keep talking about Charade, Obi, all those things. All those things doesn't hold water. that was what happened in Dr. Damage this thing today. That somebody said, "Oh, that why would the Obidients be talking? Why are they shouting? Why are they abusing? Why are they cussing?"
Yeah, gaslighting them.
And somebody said that so they should keep quiet and let all of us perish. That instead of you should be thanking God that there's some people who are willing to take up your fight for you. And what have you been able to do? You've not done anything. Rather, you say you are listening to your elder, you are listening to your papas, you're listening to your mamas, you're listening to your so-called professor. The same professors that has been talking are the ones they are using from time memorial to rig your election.
That's right.
Why are we like this? We have to be objective in the way we think.
You know, I think, Osita, we should also appreciate the fact that we could publicly, right? Even though it seems like we are all together in here right now in a room, we could publicly express our thoughts, right, across the world like this, that some other people can learn from them and indeed, improve on them. Just like you have said right now, we should be so grateful that we have such a platform where everybody can bring all those opinions right here in the open, like we are doing right now. Because it's also part of the process. Oh, the process that we eventually say, okay, we disagree here. We agree on this one. Oh, we disagree on that one. Oh, yeah, let's calculate all the one we agree on. How many are they? Oh, there are 5. How many do we disagree on? 3. That means we agree on 5. More things than we disagree. Now, let's do what we agree on. And before you know it, right, like you said, not because we are part of Obidients or want to be part of it, but if the battle they are fighting is also the battle that so many people have fought in the past, so if these ones are now doing it, there's no points, right, in discouraging them.
Dividing. Discouraging.
You just have to tell them to keep going. When they gaslight them, right, you need to defend them, because those who are gaslighting them, those who want you to hate them, they just want to silence them so that everybody can remain the same and they can continue the status quo. Osita, what do you think?
Exactly. We have seen that the only reason they are feeling this heat is because the numbers have increased. Formerly, we do not have this kind of numbers.
No.
And from the population of Nigeria, there's over 140 million youth.
Yes.
If you put that 140 million youth into action, believe me, we will get to our destination. But as it is that somebody will come and say, oh, this is my preferred candidate. As far as this election is concerned, I don't have the candidate because I don't even want the election. I don't want an election. What we needed is a referendum that will actually give us a means by which we can sit down and have a
clarity. It's going to give us clarity of who we are. In fact, so many people, right, Osita, some young people are now kind of acting surprised when they started hearing some names, some ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, some languages. They're like, so are these also part of Nigeria? Of course they are. I thought we are just Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, or Chongbo. We are more than 500 ethnic nationalities.
We are more than
250. You know what I mean?
So, there are some people. There's a show I used to watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
The guy travels to the he travels to the interland.
Right.
Trust me, my brother, there are some tribes in Nigeria that have not been located in the atlas of the map of Nigeria.
In Kaduna State alone, the Kaduna, when they carve Kaduna, cut and here, would you believe that in Kaduna alone, there are over 50 tribes and more than 18 ethnic nationalities, so people that can actually be their own country. If they decide to take all their people from elsewhere, where they cut them to, bring them together, they can start their own country. In Kaduna alone,
I'm still counting.
50.
I'm still counting. You know, so that is the reason
So a referendum will give all of us a chance to know ourselves.
A chance.
To understand ourselves.
So this is what we are asking for.
And then agree if we want to live together.
What we are asking for is referendum.
Obviously.
And when you see it, I am telling somebody, either you like it or not, if Nigeria exists the next 10 years, I am telling you, this so-called establishment is going to fall. They
won't last another 10 years, Osita. They can't last another 4 years.
I'm telling you,
take that from me. They will not last another 4 years.
Yes.
The establishment will last another 4 years.
And it's going to fall with Tinubu. Yes. I am telling you the gospel truth. So let everybody think that, oh,
it is Obi they are fighting for. No, they are fighting for their life. They are fighting for their existence.
That's right.
How can somebody go to school after about 7-8 years and you tell that person he cannot find a job to do? How can somebody study medicine and at the end of the day you are not making a proposition that after they graduate and that 5 years they have to serve the nation 5 years before they give them their license for your own children,
medical practitioners.
Yes,
that's so cold.
Yes, for your children. But your children are not affected by that kangaroo law that you are trying to promulgate.
It's not. No.
You see
children are not affected.
You see how evil their mind is. So please, I want to state it categorically. Anybody that is coming out on this particular platform and is not supporting the movement of this young kid, this young lad, shame on that person.
Or anybody who tries to kind of gaslight them and say it's about Igbo or it's about just young people who are insulting people. Please, let's be honest, okay? These are generations that have been hurt, disappointed, cheated, raped, robbed, assaulted, impoverished, and weakened. Now, if whatever they have in them that they are using to fight back, it is not in our place, okay? To start judging them.
Yeah,
no,
if you have a candidate, I hate to do this here, but if you have a candidate you are supporting, keep your candidate because it's late. The election is over.
It's not about candidates. I see.
It's not about candidates.
Thank you so much, okay, for stopping by. As usual, as a veteran as well, okay, you know the game and the drill very well. You've dropped your beats. Tomorrow is going to be another day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and you stay safe, okay? This is where we're going to have to draw the curtains. Our 3 hours is done. We're just going to have to say good night, okay? I won't be adding much to this anymore. They've said it all. But don't forget, like the broadcast. Subscribe to my channel. You can even be my member. Yeah, you can. Silver is £2, I think. Gold is £5 or something. And then we have a premium, which is quite high. I think that's I don't know. I can't remember. We've got one that's a premier, it's about £22 a month. Can you believe that? I've got premium, and diamond. Anyway, thank you so much for spending your evening with me. And to everybody who actually enjoyed this, and those who were able to come on to say, oh, I enjoyed it tonight. Thank you. All right. I am going to see you again. And I hope Agbeke gets so well enough that I won't miss you tomorrow. But in the absence of all of that, okay, just, pinky promise. I'll see you tomorrow. You should all have a good night. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.